Walt Disney World teased a new annual pass holder magnet for your car with a magic feather for Dumbo. They'll likely cut off the O at the end to show how they really feel about us. Bob Iger is set for his first earnings call since returning as CEO, which we expect to be at least 15 minutes shorter, as there'll be a lot less stuttering and lying over the course of the call. And Universal Orlando theme parks now only have one smoking section in each park, which is about 8 less than this studio. Yeah. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from WDWNT Celebration near the Walt Disney World Resort, it's WDW News Tonight with Tom Corless and Nick LoCicero. Tonight, the importance of cleanliness, maintenance, and theme at Walt Disney World. The Family Feud, a preview of everything coming to the Disney parks in 2023 and more. I'm Nick LoCicero. Now, here's your host, Tom Corless.
Hello, I'm Tom Corless, and we haven't had a good show since Bob Chapek was fired. Yet people keep coming.
Look at this. Yeah.
People keep coming. I don't know why. I don't know why the people keep coming back. That's also what they say, the people that work at the front gate of SeaWorld. They're like, we clubbed the seals, we kept the orcas in a shoebox. Right. They're still coming back. I don't get it. What do we have to do to these people? Put a $5 tax on the food. They're still coming. Anyway, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're really enjoying this nonsense. You can leave us a super chat right here on YouTube. Donations will be used to hire comedy writers. Maybe. Or maybe a live band on this abandoned pedestal over here.
Looks empty.
Wouldn't that be a great spot for someone to play music on? That'd be great.
Nah, too crowded over here.
It's too crowded over there?
Yeah,
You and the toast?
I need my space.
With the toast, you and your toast man? The toast buddy? You're blocking him. Move out. Don't let people see the toast man. There he is. There's applause. The toast man has gotten the most applause of any cast member on this show in the last month. Him and his big spoon. Where's that spoon from?
Probably in my kitchen.
That would explain why it's clearly been burnt before it's melted to one side.
I also forgot my pot holder.
Your lobster claw pot holder is also.
We're ready.
You and the toast man. Great. That's great. So you're leaving early tonight.
Yeah, I am.
Why are you leaving early tonight?
Because I got a lot of running to do, Tom, and I need my sleep. Yeah. I got to get up in 3 hours to drive back down here. It's ridiculous.
Well, not here. We don't have a race in here.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Julie runs around for exercise. Takes out the bike sometimes.
Close enough. I mean, I have to drive down there at 3 a.m. And so there's a little bit, I need my rest. I got lots of running to do. And you always schedule a show every year. I asked Tom, I said, can we do the first show after the marathon weekend? Nope. Got to do it during the marathon weekend. And there we are.
These poor people already have to wait through the holiday season for us to come back.
Yeah. No,
because we were doing so well before.
And
we
Tom, that's why I'm here. We negotiated. I'm doing one discussion segment. I'm doing Family Feud, and I'm doing Psychotic Comments. So we
and I put them all at the end of the show after the map game, Tony Party. What else? What other long segments do we have?
Yeah, I'll get out of here by 1.
By then, you might as well just go to the course.
I'll sleep on Julie's couch. Yeah, here.
Yeah. Julie, you have to make an extra bed out of the chairs tonight. She said no. She said no. Sorry. There's no room.
Wow.
The toast gets a bed, and Julie. That's it. Who else is running this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a majority of the room. How many goofy people? One goofy. Dopey challenge.
Nice.
Well, you're dopey challenge too. I mean, you're dopey in general, but dopey challenge. Yeah. Never heard that joke before. Yeah. Thank you, Sabrina.
Are you staying for the whole show?
Wait, what did you ask?
She's staying for the whole show. No,
Allie, yeah.
Post-show.
You don't even know what else Allie is doing between the running and this show and all the... forget it. You couldn't keep up. It's all right. Everyone yells out during this show.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine. Usually there's a whole pocket of them that have like private conversations in the back of it. It's fine. It's fine. That group's not here tonight. I'm gonna get a message in the Wigs Cord now about them. It's like, I'm so sorry. It's like it was a joke. It's fine.
All right, can we move the monologue along, please?
Oh, he caught on that I was trying to take really long to get to the monologue. Did you get one of these yet?
Sunday after my run.
Oh, Sunday after the run? This is your
down.
reward?
Yes.
I actually just imagine you like don't make it, they have you on a stretcher, but you have this in your hand. It's like, Nick, are you okay?
Yes, I am.
I'm all right. All right, news.
News.
I can't believe people do that. I can't believe it. After WDWNT.com posted photos of dirty boats on It's a Small World, I mean like dirty boats, not like they were into something weird.
Not like the kink boats?
Physically dirty.
Okay.
Disney had them all power washed. Power washed all the boats in the ride. And then also following a tweet we made about the dirty exterior of Space Mountain, Disney started to paint and clean Space Mountain's exterior last night. Wow. Yeah, I also tweeted pictures of the disorganized storage room in the back of the studio, and that got Jake and Lucas to clean it. So I'm on a roll, man. Now to see if it really works, I'm going to try this. All right, let's try this out. Guys, the middle of Epcot is filthy. It's literally covered in dirt. Can we clean that up a bit, please? Please. The Disney dining plan is still not returned, but Disney is offering there's a promo for a free dining card worth up to $750. But in fairness, that won't even get Eric and I around at the Enchanted Rose, so I don't know what we're going to do with it. The offer starts as low as $35 per room per night at a value resort. Yet some people have said this is better for them than the dining plan. They prefer this. Yeah, you know, it doesn't surprise me, though, that people who used to have the dining plan have no idea what the actual price of food is at Disney World. It doesn't shock me.
Dollars?
Couldn't hear it. It's fine.
I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
There you go. It was really funny in the alternate timeline where we had the audio on. It was great.
I bet.
There's also 3 Spider-Men. It was wild. That clip, by the way, courtesy of YouTuber Gene Parmesan. Yeah. Menus were released for the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, which starts next week. You coming?
Sure.
Okay. The artist table, that booth, will feature a 3-meat meatloaf. Ooh. And the 3 meats are Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical. It's a deep cut.
It is.
It's a deep cut. They also have duck and dumplings, which will be Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So. Don't worry, it's the reboot ones. It's fine. The meatloaf. I like someone yells. I like the reboot. It was good. It's a good reboot. It's fine. They're better than. Someone said they're rebooting Harry Potter. Is that a thing? I don't know. That's what I heard. Maybe it was that Mousetrap News. I don't know. They keep making stuff up, and the news keeps reporting it as real. I have no idea. Anyway, that meatloaf is going to come with green pea pudding. Yeah. Which is what used to form in the tunnels at the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground at the studios. So they used to wash it down. Nick, you wash it down with some pea milk.
Oh, it's nasty.
It's a callback.
Yes.
Your pea milk. Do you still drink pea milk?
All the time.
Yeah, yeah. Is that how you get ready for a race, with a big old glass of pea milk?
It's made from peas.
Yeah. There's
a difference.
Why did 22 people paid to see this show today? God.
And yes, it goes in my smoothies, so thank you.
There's a booth or it's not really a booth, it's in the Odyssey, but there's a food area called Figment's Inspiration Station, which I guess will serve some sort of skunk dish. I don't know. I'm joking. They'll have fruit pizza, Pop-Tart, and rainbow cake. Yeah. And Ron DeSantis will refuse to eat or even mention this booth. The booth must be dissolved. He already got the Dreamfinder. It's too late. Anyway, yeah, Dreamfinder was in charge of Reedy Creek. No one knew that. used to respond to emergencies in his blimp. Just fly on by. Trying to vacuum up the fire. It's not working. The Figment popcorn bucket is returning, now with an Epcot 40 strap. Yeah. The good news is, by the time we get through the line, the Moana walkthrough will be open. And that's good, because then they could start to snake the queue through it. Just wind on through there. Yeah. There's now a Hoop-de-Doo Review washboard magnet. Yeah. Now I can be body shamed every time I go to the fridge. It's great. It's wonderful. Boy. See how this one goes over. Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy was closed for the 8th straight day, which I think means Hanukkah ends tonight. What's that mean? I'm not sure. That's right. For those, Allison has confirmed it. Allison's confirmed it. Yeah. He's low on oil. He's low on oil. It's okay, the track doesn't need to be lit, the audience is. For those keeping track at home, he's now only 1,018 days behind the parking trams. We'll see if he could set another Piston Cup record. Did what in his cup? Yeah, someone said it. That's good. You know, how's the chat doing? They're talking about pea milk. Has to be. Oh, it's Desi. Good. It's our own staff writing about pea milk. That's great. Thanks, Desi. Someone say Moana? No, we took the sign off. It's gone. We pulled it down, finally. Pulled it down. A set of Woody's Roundup marionette toys were released at Walt Disney World, and I bought them, and then I cleared a shelf of Country Bear plush. Pushed them out of the way, and I put them, yeah. I really wanted to buy a set of these and send them to Bob Chapek's house in the Florida Keys, like a nice little note. It said, hope you're doing well. Here's to a better 2023. Mm-hmm. Guests can now get a Sam Eagle. Here it is. There he is, unibrow and all. Sam Eagle Sipper at the Regal Eagle Smokehouse. Yeah. This now makes Jason Diffendahl at the outside bar the second bald sipper in the pavilion. The joke was for me. One for me. You all get the rest. They're all bad? You can go. You were here for the last two. You knew what you were getting into. There are people that were dragged to the show tonight, didn't even know what it was. There was a fire at the Beaches and Cream soda shop. Caused the evacuation of both the yacht and beach club on Monday. Fire was apparently caused by a leaky gas line, which was ironic because a leaky gas line caused me to evacuate Beaches and Cream a few times. Disney has, it's ice cream. Disney has filed. Oh, boy. My parents are here tonight. Boy, are they proud. Father's like, you could have had a city job. You would have had a pension. Disney has filed a patent for flying robots that are powered by a hybrid of air and water. Yeah, won't be used for a show. They just need an alternative to living cast members now that they've agreed to pay them more. They're looking for alternatives to people you pay. Oh, air and water powered cast members. What can go wrong? Man. Hong Kong Disneyland is doing a new show with the Hong Kong Ballet that will feature friend of Duffy, Stella Lou. That's right, they're hiring the Hong Kong Ballet to do a show with a friend of Duffy. Yeah. Meanwhile, for new entertainment at Walt Disney World, you'll see an orphaned baby bunny riding a duck who is eating what's left of a discarded turkey leg. It's the best new show we've had in years. I mean, people are buying lightning lanes for it. There's a dining package. Sir, the front row is for the Brown Derby to watch the duck eat the turkey leg, please. Then Mama Melrose goes behind. Universal Orlando Resort has officially announced their plans to finance, construct, and operate a Sunrail station at the Orange County Convention Center, very near the site of the Epic Universe theme park. And it'll somehow open before Tron Light Cycle runs. The program creates a commuter rail line between the Orlando International Airport and the Orange County Convention Center. So guests would simply need to get on the APM at the airport to the main terminal, take a bus to the Sunrail station, ride the train to the Orange County Convention Center, then catch a bus to Universal Orlando's parking garage, and then another bus if they want to get to Volcano Bay. It's very simple. It's very easy. That was a great joke to end on. That's the news. There it is. Who brings us the news?
This program is brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Support WDWNT to get early and exclusive access to content you can't find anywhere else, including exclusive post shows for WDW News Tonight and Park Center, access to our prize wall, a monthly Zoom with Tom, access to our Discord community, early access to our events, and much more, starting at just $2 per month. For more information, visit patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and unlock even more WDWNT.
I assume we have WIGS members here tonight. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I do still have the live feed of the chat. I see you guys out there distracting me the whole show. Nick eventually later in the night, Nick gets to sit here and be distracted by it.
Yep.
Just that.
Hate it.
Stare at it. Anyway, let's find out the Disney Parks incorrect fact of the week. The Carousel Coffee Shop at the Boardwalk is themed to WandaVision, so the entire space is in black and white, except for important, minute story details. Just coffee, guys. It's not a big deal. It's just a coffee. Who needs theming at a theme park? Who needs it? We have a great show tonight.
We sure do.
The Family Feud is back. We have a crowd big enough for the Family Feud tonight. So both teams are very full. That should be fun. We'll see what nonsense people we surveyed came up with this time. There's always something that makes absolutely no sense. So we'll see what it is tonight. We have two discussions this evening. First of all, annual tradition. First show of the year, we talk about everything coming to Disney parks in 2023. So that should take about 5 minutes. And then the Disney World part's about a minute. And we're going to talk about what have been the hot topic issues as of late. Cleanliness at Walt Disney World, maintenance, and then in particular with the Carousel Coffee, the importance of theme. We're going to talk about that later tonight as well. Apparently we have some super chats, and they've already been thrown up, so I guess we're going to do them now. Trauma Factor, $2. Hi, Allison.
Hey, Allison.
Not the rest of...
Whoa, wait, what? All right. One way to get on the show.
Lady Sienna Nicole, $5. Big thanks to Julie for working hard over the break, pulling the studio back together. Very kind, very sweet.
Yeah, looks great in here.
Lucas helped.
I thought I'd come in and still see a Tony board out there on the...
You thought the Tony board would still be out there? No, I set that on fire before we left the lab.
That would be confetti.
I burned any remnants of the Tony episode. Step into the magic, $1.99. Toodles has some pea milk for the mystery tool.
It's good stuff.
JC Bob at $4.99. Welcome back. Here's $5. No, it's $4.99. Fake news. That's clickbait. I know, clickbait. Andrew Freehan, $5. I survived the flu, but I was absolutely right about Tony Party being worse than my time spent in the hospital.
Wow. All right.
I can't argue. With that. I lived it. What's Trauma Factor, $9.99. Ate at Tony's. I also got COVID. I felt the same in both instances, but if I had to choose between the two again, I'd choose the latter. COVID. That should be like the COVID review in the little tourist book. 5 stars, Tony has 3. Anyway, that's all of them for now, I guess. That's all the super chats. I'm sure there'll be more. But yeah, we have a great show. Stick around for more tonight.
pipes, satellites, and netting is now decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos. That same great company, known for rushed work that never hits a deadline, is now fully renovating Orlando area resort hotels. We've taken our years of experience putting too much stuff on the facades of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Star Wars Trading Post, and Avengers Campus, and we somehow transferred that into completely removing the theme and story from where you spend the night. Are beds shaped like pirate ships distracting? How about we just throw up some Little Mermaid decals? That took place in the Caribbean, right? I think it did. Is it Dutch? Shove those original Andy Warhol pictures in the back of the lobby and let's decal some pillars. We can also turn these rooms into supersized value resort accommodations. Incredible! Got a sundries store to turn into a coffee shop? Don't even tell us the theme until we're done designing the space. Then, we'll send a skilled and licensed Flickr photographer to shoot nighttime photos we can hang in the space, which fulfills any theming requirement. Wow! Hire decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos for your next hotel project you don't give a shit about. Decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos! Yeah!
Well, Disney still isn't running trams to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. What are you going to do? Walk to and from your car like a trash person? Why not trust the fine people at Nick's Maxi Van to get you to the front of the park with their new service, Nick's Maxi Tram? Simply buy your ticket online in advance and Nick will come to your car, pick you and your party up, and drop you off at the front of the park. How is this possible? Well, Nick has been getting lost in the Walt Disney World theme park parking lots for so long that the cast members are used to him driving back and forth in the wrong directions. This is how he can come right to your car and whisk you and your family back up a one-way aisle, through the tram route, and up to the security screening area, even closer to the fun than a real Disney parking tram could ever take you. Once on board Nick's Maxi Tram, enjoy complimentary snacks Pete found on the ground in the parking lot. As always, we also have a foot bath at every seat. Our tram guide will even quickly describe the plot of We're Back or That Thing You Do in a matter of minutes, all before we arrive at the gates. So don't tire yourself out before you even get into the park and fight an appointment for boarding groups and lightning lanes. Save your energy tonight by calling 407-WDWNT or online at our new home, nicksmaxivan.com.
And as for those allegations made against us, driver, we're all clear.
Welcome back to News Tonight. We are live. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's find out what piece of unbuilt Disney we're going to uncover tonight. You guys ever heard of Raleigh Crump's Museum of the Normal? Yep. Someone could have warned me that was going to go over that bad. Another fantastic bit. Cool.
There's a toaster.
Of course there's a toaster. It's a reoccurring theme. Hey, I think we have more super chats. Because my panel isn't up here yet anyway, so I don't know where my panel is. So while we wait for them to arrive, let's read some super chats. JC Bob, another $9.99. Just add this to the 1 cent I owe you and we'll call it even.
About time.
I can shame people anything. Cleaning boats, more super chats, they do it all. Chuck Schofield. You're all so loud. Chuck.
Tom's trying to work here.
Listen.
Allison, you're so mean.
Not me.
Chuck Schofield, $4.99. Late but stoked to be here. I'm going to try to read emojis. Starry eyes. That thing. Praying. Rock on and beers.
I thought those were bongos.
Those are, you could buy those, you plug them into the N64 and play that Donkey Kong game.
I thought it was in a restaurant.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was both.
For what? What was it? N64?
Was the first one GameCube, the bongo game?
No, because I didn't have a GameCube, but I thought I had bongo game.
If only we had access to the internet.
Hold on.
Someone
I
in the
thought
chat will put it.
N64 had it. Someone in the chat said it?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No.
if the chat-
Oh, you're saying something.
Don't know.
I'll keep reading. We talked about link cables, now the bongos. My goal is by the end of the season to have mentioned every Nintendo accessory
Excellent.
that's existed. Power Glove. We've done the Power Glove's been on, there's a commercial with the Power Glove and Game Genie.
Forget the name of the controller that would, had the auto, the rapid fire button.
Rapid fire. Oh, the
It was big.
turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're almost there. There's only a couple left. The rock and roller. Anyway, Demendez 45, $20. Wish Nick Lair in the audience good luck tomorrow for the 10K. Good luck, Nick.
Yay.
The rest of you, I hope it goes poorly. Retro Red, $5. I missed you guys. Glad you're back. How many nasty emails from Disney did you get over the Tony party? None. They didn't watch it. Matthew sent $2. Tony party was so much fun. Good luck. Good luck, Nick. Love. There you go. Your partner from Tony party.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Nick doesn't remember anything about that night.
Tony
Like,
party.
yeah.
I remember him.
Tony party.
Sweater.
The Eric Sapero show, which I think is on after this one. It's $4.99. Hello, Tom and Larry Elder, and then he's in the Carson Daly spot.
Oh, no.
I think. Tom and Nick, Happy New Year, and hope you all had a great holiday break. 2023 is going to be an amazing year for the parks and WDWNT. Well, maybe for the latter. We'll see. No, I think for both. It'll be a good year. Kyle Mickle Murray, $4.99. For those concerned about Chapek's employment, rest assured I've just learned he has a new job leading negotiations on Capitol Hill. Hope it goes.
Going great.
Wow. Andrew, there's a lot of these. Andrew Freehan, $5. A Duffy friend gets the Hong Kong National Ballet to get them up, but the best we could offer for anything at Walt Disney World is Shen Yun. It's getting weirder all the time. Say Division 3D, $7. Donkey Konga and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat are for the GameCube, Tom. Also, this week on Nintendo. There is one tonight. There is. They were both GameCube. I stand corrected. I thought that went back to N64. I don't know why. Was there any music game on the N64? I don't know. No idea. We should do a segment. As I've said before, annual tradition on this show is we preview the year that is going to be at the Disney parks. And this list is longer probably than you thought it was going to be. I was kind of surprised how much stuff was on it. There may be a lot that we don't have a lot to say about.
Churros are back.
They've already been back, Eric. But we're going to talk about 2023 at the Disney parks around the world. Joining Nick and myself, we have Miss Allison, Sabrina, Eric, and Jill.
Hello down there.
You can clap. You clap for the panel, sure.
Howdy do.
Super short.
Eric and Jill up on Mount Crumpet.
Welcome.
In the rotunda.
I feel shorter than you at the moment.
I have to lean we're the
forward
Waldorf and
and have,
Statler of this episode.
shoulders back. Stomach muscles aren't strong enough to hold me forward.
I'll get you that washboard magnet.
You could just tape it. Just tape
Who
it
needs
right
washboard
here.
abs when you got a
Washboard magnet.
I just had this realization
like
that I feel like I'm on the Hall of Presidents stage when you bring up other people. I feel the need to look in
Just like we should all.
very dignified.
Yeah.
With
That
a
little
brow.
nod, just
Yeah.
the nod.
I feel like we're square dancing suddenly. Turn to your partner and bow.
Anyway. Let's get started, shall we? Believe it or not, scheduled to open this year at the Magic Kingdom is Tron Light Cycle Run. Yeah, after numerous delays, it'll finally
Where's that
open.
going in the park?
Huh?
Where's that going in the park?
I think it's replacing Mr. Toad.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
How dare they?
It's amazing how they fit it in that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not that I'm
little
opposed
spot.
to the ride. I just wish it didn't replace the thing it's replacing.
Budget cuts.
People in Japan
Light
are
cycle
smaller,
bounces
so
with Tigger.
people in Japan are smaller, so it can fit the whole thing in there.
It's in Shanghai.
Oh, Shanghai. I don't remember.
Whoa, that feels like a Nick mistake. Somewhere over there.
Forgot where it was.
Starting off on a high note.
On TurboGrafx
We're doing
16.
good.
Like the Walt Disney Parks, we are starting off on a high note.
Dropped her great stuff.
2023, coming back more educated.
Does anyone care about Tron at this point? I mean, it's
I
a
care
fun
about it. I want to
ride.
ride it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's short. It's short, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Here's some clips. This is our video from Shanghai.
I've been described as short and fun.
I was gonna say.
I was just going to
Took
say
more
that.
than 4 years to develop.
That's how I feel about Mine Train. It's short but fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I like
excited.
Mine Train a lot, but Mine Train also has like a physical scene that's well, actually two of them that are really cute and charming. This is the indoor portion. It's a fast roller coaster with projections, which is somewhat similar to Guardians. I will say that much. I mean the highlight is the launch. The launch and the outside part are very cool. The rest is well, we got to get you back to the station somehow. I think the real story, I think what we are going to spend a majority of this year talking about is this load procedure. I think this is going to be very similar to when the world was captivated when Harry Potter opened, when Forbidden Journey opened, and people couldn't fit on the ride, and the locker problems and all that stuff. I think we're going to see a lot of that here. Obviously, the lockers are going to work out fine. They're doing the same as WDWCero, where they're two-sided.
But I mean, Harry Potter had much more broad appeal, right? Like everybody wanted to ride that. I don't know if people are.
There's
But
not
not
a lot of
everyone
kids
the same way.
cosplaying as Tron.
Harry Potter wasn't
Right.
so obviously an adult ride. Like I think
Yeah.
Tron is obviously a
Roller coaster that's like meant for not a 6-year-old. Harry Potter, is less clear.
It's also when
Harry Potter, you just see Hogwarts, and every kid wants to go to
That's a
Hogwarts.
pretty intense ride, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
absolutely.
it-
I can't
Yeah.
ride it.
So-
I'm not a kid, and I can't
I
ride
think it's
it.
more intense than Tron.
When it first
More
opened,
intensive.
right? Like the whole land opened, right? Didn't
Yeah.
Forbidden,
Yeah.
So like
Well,
that
Forbidden
was,
Journey had the
like-
problem. The
like,
land didn't
yeah.
have problems. Forbidden Journey had problems.
As
Yeah.
someone who has suffered corneal trauma from Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh.
is Guardians more or less intense than Tron?
They're very different.
Okay.
They're so different. And it's very different from Hagrid's, too. I know people always talk about Hagrid's. Also, by the way, we have the interactive thing working in the chat. Those of you at home can, do those hashtags, either excited or nope, and it's going to gauge how excited everyone watching is for this or not.
Ooh.
If you want to play along in the audience, open up your phones, pull up the show. It'll work. We're trying all sorts of new things this year.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You'll see in real time as people respond.
Yeah.
It's gonna move.
So,
The last time I saw that, it was, is Jill the best
Excited?
or the
Nope.
worst?
Yeah, we had you guys do the play test. Boxton was the play test
Yeah.
for all of this stuff.
So I feel because of the nature of Tron and what it is being in a kind of the digital environment, would this have benefited from being all inside like Guardians of the Galaxy to have more of those kind of effects like you're going?
That
You're racing
opening
and going
launch,
through things.
especially at night, is super cool.
Yeah.
It's really neat. And then the photo op is fantastic, right? The fact that you stand out on that walkway and they zoom over your head, especially at night when the lights follow the train. It's a really cool visual.
I'm disturbed that we're saying that one of the best things about the ride is the photo op.
I mean, it's when rides interact with the environment and that sort of beckons you in, right? Like the main problem of Galaxy's Edge is a lack of movement in the environment, right? It's the world feels kind of dead. There's no kinetic energy.
Yeah.
So I think like Tomorrowland's thing has always been world on the move. And so with the cars going by and the people mover and everything, I think Tron adds to that. I mean, I don't like the Shanghai Tomorrowland at all, but the one thing that I did like was Tron. I think it's really exciting that it's big, this big illuminated canopy and the light cycle zooming by and the music, and It's a fun environment.
Magic Kingdom, they were testing the cars and they had the lights on the cars, and I was like, it hyped me up. I was getting really excited about it because I'm like, this looks really cool.
It's fun. I mean, my review after riding Shanghai was, I'll do that every time I go to Magic Kingdom. Absolutely, it's super fun. And I think I started talking about this before, and then I think we got distracted by the cool thing we put on the bottom of the screen. I know people want to compare it to Hagrid's. I think they're very different. They feel very different to me. I think the way you're situated, like on Hagrid's, I feel like I'm kind of sitting pretty normally. Yeah, like I have handlebars and it feels like I'm on a bike, but I'm also sitting straight up. Tron, the seating is not like that. It's very much, leaning forward and you're up against the bike and it's way faster. They're two very different things. Tron, I think if they had opened the same day as Guardians, I think people still would have been really hard on Tron. I think now that it is way behind Guardians, I think people are going to come off and the reviews are going to be very disappointed, which I think is unfair because it's a separate thing. It serves a purpose. It's added capacity in that park, and it's another fun ride. If you had to pick between the two, I think when people have that argument, I think a majority of people are going to pick Guardians, but I think they both have a valid existence. But it's the consensus on social media is going to be, Guardians is better. It's longer. I don't know, maybe that franchise means more to more people at this point. I know. That makes me sad because I do like Tron, at least visually. I don't know if I like the movies, but I like the aesthetic.
But and I'm older than a lot of you, but as a kid, the Tron movie, there was the first movie and then the video game. I always wanted to ride a light cycle.
Oh, it's a cool thing.
So that's a really cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
I think that the combination of we've already seen that this ride has been in Shanghai for quite a while now, and that this construction is dragging on for so long, kills a little bit of that excitement.
Yeah.
Especially because Tron's an IP that, there was the Tron-a-rail several years ago, right?
Yeah.
The Tron monorail when the second Tron movie came out.
Which was
But
awful,
it's not,
by the way.
this is not an IP that people really connect with or care about that much. And I think there's a nostalgia factor with Tron that they could lean into a little bit. But in general, I don't think this is something that's going to have a cult following like a Harry Potter ride.
See, I
This
think
is the
it's like
problem with
Avatar
IP.
in that people really don't like that first movie, but the land went over great. Like I think it's one of those things where it's very similar to Avatar in that it's maybe not the best movie you've seen, but visually as a thing you translate into real life in a theme park environment works really well.
Yeah, I think some of that buzz is killed by, we know the ride already exists. Everybody
Yeah.
can watch it on YouTube. It's not a new land. It's just a literal clone of an existing ride that they've managed to wedge in there. And I think it's great to have more stuff to do and another roller coaster and all that stuff. I think it's great. I'm a little disappointed just knowing it's not very long. It's going to be a very long wait for a very short ride.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of those at Magic Kingdom already with Mine Train and some of these other things. So I guess we'll see. I'm excited to have more to do. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks great at night.
Yeah. They didn't hide the show building well, but otherwise. Yeah, I mean, that view from Storybook Circus is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody goes to Storybook Circus. So.
How dare you? I love Storybook
whimsical.
Circus. How dare you? It's such a pretty little area.
I feel like it's something to pull you back into Tomorrowland when honestly the only thing that makes me want to go to Tomorrowland anymore is the People Mover. Like on a regular okay, Carousel of Progress, but I don't go sit through Carousel of Progress every time I go to the Magic Kingdom.
That's unfortunate.
I do ride the People Mover every time I'm at Magic Kingdom, I think.
Right, exactly. But like nothing else makes me really want to go to Tomorrowland.
I don't
And
know,
now,
those chicken tenders at the lunching pad.
I mean, the cheese bread at Skipper Canteen any day.
Well, it's about the only thing you could eat there still.
Fair. It all
Anything,
goes downhill.
anything else we want to say about Tron? But I do think a majority of our year is going to be spent talking about the load.
I'm looking forward to it because I don't think there's anything bigger.
Fire.
One down.
I don't think there's anything bigger happening this year to look forward to. Right? Like, is there anything bigger coming in
We'll
2020?
decide. There's a whole
I know,
list.
we
Let's
have a whole-
go.
I'm not saying there's
Nick's
not
trying to
a
rush
list.
us along. He's got a
several
race
pages.
tomorrow.
But you started with the biggest thing at the front of the list.
I mean, it's also like, Walt Disney World's our primary focus. Magic Kingdom's the park you always start with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's the first thing on the list. But yeah, you might be right. We'll decide as we go down the list, sure. But yeah, that load procedure, if people fit, if people figure out how to get into it, it's gonna be fun to watch. How long is the line for the regular car, the light runner, that everyone can fit in? We'll see what happens. Happily Ever After. First, we got to talk about this. We're only, which I can't even read it from here. Is that closer to Nope? Or?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, for Tron was towards Nope. People are still writing in.
Yeah.
So somewhere towards the middle, but mostly Nope. I think Eric's kind of right. I think people are tired of waiting. I think the hype train died down a bit. All right, we're going to switch topics now, though. So take that bar away. We'll put a new one up. For Happily Ever After returning, kind of. Yeah. So the theme song will be back in an updated show. We don't know how much of the original show is coming back other than the theme song. So an updated version of Happily Ever After is coming to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, yay. Something we asked for, yay.
Yes.
Something we actually liked that they took away, and now they're like,
Yeah.
oh, let's just give it back.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I remember seeing that when it came when it came back
The
after
COVID return?
Yes, the
Yeah.
COVID return. It was so emotional. Seeing
Yeah.
the cast members and then the regular day guests seeing it.
Yeah.
It was so emotional. Seeing Tinkerbell come out and everything. It was beautiful.
Didn't it rain that day?
It did
We
rain.
stand in the rain for
Yeah,
I
because
feel
Tinkerbell
like it
didn't
has
fly the
rained.
first night.
And that was
It
the
has
first
rained
day.
the first performance of everything at Magic
I
Kingdom.
met Jake that day.
I remember
yeah,
you watch our Once Upon a Time first performance, and it's it's just pouring at the beginning of the show, and everyone's just screaming. Feels like it happened. But I mean, I'm sure, again, it was one of those, the last illuminations, right? Rain during the last illuminations, no one moved. Everyone was like, nope, staying right here. Yeah, it's a no surprise. Look at that. That bar is going right to the excited side.
Yeah.
Huge win.
Who are the people writing nope?
There's a nope with a question
There's
mark.
always-
Is Steve
always
Davison
one.
in the chat to defend his work on Enchantment? Is that what's happening? Anyway. See, everyone's excited for Apple. I don't think we need to spend more time on it. We'll move on. The Hatbox Ghost is coming to the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. He's been at Disneyland for, 7, 8 years now. Of course, it was an original thing in the ride. It didn't work, so they took it out. And then finally, great Imagineer Daniel Joseph figured out a way to do this and showed it to Tom Fitzgerald. And he built it in his garage. And Tom Fitzgerald looked at him and was like, we got to go pitch this. And they did. And for Disneyland 60th, they put it in the ride. And now it's finally coming to Disney World as
Coolest dude. He was at Destination
Daniel,
D23
yeah.
doing all the special effects demos. He was the coolest guy.
Yeah.
I just love the story of that he did it, and he didn't tell anyone who's doing it.
Yeah.
He just went in his garage, just tinkered with it, and then told Tom Fitzgerald, I think I figured it out. And
That's
then-
the essence of a true Imagineer.
Right?
Is he cares about it so much that that's what he does in his spare time.
All I hear is
Daniel,
Judi Dench. Comes from all places, a garage in California.
And Daniel's kind of like us. He's kind of a fanboy, right?
Yeah.
He's big, and he loves Yale Gracie and all those people, what they did, and so it's a super cool story behind it. It's a very cool figure, and I think it'll be well appreciated here as well. People are, as you would expect, people are very excited about this. Animatronic is testing better than Tron.
Right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Give us fireworks and an animatronic, and we're happy.
See, you guys didn't even have to build Tron.
One
It was
animatronic.
unnecessary.
You just needed to not tell us about it until last year.
Right.
Do the Universal thing and just lie that it's a churro stand.
It's a really
Don't
big
announce
turtle
things
stand.
until the full plans are on the internet and then be like, it's a surprise. All right, we're moving to Epcot. The Journey of Water inspired by Moana. So it'll be a Sabrina's just laughing. This is a walk through water attraction exhibit in the center of Epcot. What are you laughing at? Attraction. The Leaky Tikis are considered an attraction. I think, the word attraction doesn't mean ride or show necessarily. It could be a water play area.
I need to know, will this opening guarantee that I can walk through the center of Epcot again?
Yeah, should.
Well, then I'm very excited about it.
Excited
Yeah,
for fewer construction walls.
I guess what they're waiting on at this point is Communicore Hall to be done. They're just going to open the whole middle, I think, together is why it's taking so long. Communicore Hall is obviously very much behind because it was not planned originally, because why would you knock down a building to rebuild it in the same spot? Unless you were, made a terrible mistake and then we're like, oops.
Why would you take away a fireworks show and then just bring it back?
Well, I think, it's a new fireworks show for a 50th anniversary is an expectation, right? Doesn't mean you should do it, but I mean, it's kind of an expectation,
So is this attraction, is this something that there's going to be like a queue for to get into the area? No, it's just
a walkthrough.
Walk through and wander.
So this is what's really fascinating about the timeline of this attraction.
Thank you.
Someone
That's
said,
what
Nick,
I'm
you can stay
wondering.
as long as you want. You and all the kids have a great time.
That's why he'll
What's
be there.
fascinating is this began its life in, Project Gemini? Yeah, Project Gemini was the 90s, when they were redoing Epcot. And some of the art and stuff from back then is the idea is we should build some sort of water play area, water trail between Living Seas out to like the middle of the park. And what's funny is over all these years, that idea kept coming back and kept coming back. In fact, the first time we reported about this, it wasn't even Moana. It had no
Moana
IP.
didn't exist then.
No, but it had no IP. Same as the Big Bang coaster when they were doing that, it became Guardians. Chapek came in and everything had to be IP, and so this became Journey of Water inspired by Moana instead of just Journey of Water. And so it's funny, after 20-something years of planning, they're finally building this thing. And it will open this year, apparently. Maybe.
I'm curious because, this was maybe 3 or 4 years ago at the Orlando Science Center. Disney had this expo and all different companies showcase some of their stuff that they've been working on. And one of the things that they didn't say what it was going to be used for, but they had this almost like the dancing fountains, but you could control it with your hand. And sometimes it worked, but most of the time it didn't work. So I'm really curious.
Put that baby into production. It sounds like it's going to fit right in.
So it's Magic Band Plus.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious if that's the technology that
That's
they're
what
going
it
to bring
is,
to
though.
Moana.
Supposedly, Magic Band Plus is going to interact with the.
Oh man,
Okay, yeah, it was
I don't
just
want a
a
reason to have to
wave.
use Magic Band Plus.
Don't worry, when they retire Magic Band Plus, then you can just go do it for free. Be like Batu Bounty Hunters. Eventually, just be free. It's fine. Yeah, so that's happening. There will also be a new nighttime spectacular to replace Harmonious. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. The rumor is that the barges are being thrown away. The barges are going away, which
I mean,
is
they threw out the last barges. Why wouldn't they throw out these barges?
well, the last barges also had a tremendous 20-year run as the most beloved and fantastic nighttime show of all time. But they did spend a lot of money on this show. And that's why people keep, I know every time we post it, people are like, they're not going to throw out the barges. They spent all this money on.
What else could they do? Let's not ask that question. They'll put them
I think they could do stuff.
they'll put them at Disney Springs or something.
Put them in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
in
The
that
thing
little
you have to
lagoon.
understand about
Grab
that
'em all
show.
in.
Because they need something to replace Kite Tails. Okay, is Harmonious a suitable, a valid replacement for Kite Tails if they move the barges over there?
I don't know if they even fit in that. Yeah, I don't know.
They
if
just
those
have to
fringes or anything.
cram them
Put
in,
all of them in there.
Put one or
parallel park them.
Not the Stargate.
I mean, Harmonious, in fairness, would be the best thing to ever play in that theater.
Right.
I could not argue that.
I'm sad that I just put that idea out there in
Would
the
be
world.
Harmonious, Rivers of Light, Jungle Book Alive with Magic, and Kite Tails. That's the order. Boy. We don't know what this show is. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
They probably don't.
There's a mad rush to make this thing
It's
happen.
like when they said they were redoing Splash Mountain. They didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, when they lied and said they'd been working on it for years. Yeah. And it was actually just something they had drawn up that weekend. But anyway.
Although, in fairness, something they drew up that weekend is probably better than Harmonious. So.
I mean, Harmonious was a Bob Chapek idea, so that's fair. So yeah, there will be a new nighttime show. Obviously, Epcot Forever is rumored to return in the interim between the end of Harmonious in March, April, and the I'm so excited for Epcot Forever at this point. Like I think I'd actually stay in the park. So that's the thing you have to realize about Epcot, how important the nighttime show is to that park in particular. Because you have a lot of third-party dining. And the second those numbers start to drop, all your third-party vendors start to complain. And so if you want to know why they would even fathom throwing those barges in the garbage, when you have a bunch of third-party vendors who you'd like to stay and operate your restaurants complaining that their numbers later in the evening are down, you got to do something. I'm sure also enough people in the company and outside the company have complained about the view of the lagoon during the day and that the daytime fountain thing never worked. So, new shows coming. Figment meet and greet. People are excited for the new show, by the way. Very excited. Figment meet and greet. Let's reset that meter. Or are we up for, no, there it is. It's reset now for Figment. Figment meet and greet. Josh D'Amaro announced at the expo that there will be a new Figment greeting opportunity at Epcot for the first time in many years. Sometime in 2023. Details are vague, but nonetheless, you will be able to meet Figment. I'm pretty damn excited.
Thrilled. Yeah.
Will he
What's
have
not to be
different?
happy about?
Will he have different sweaters for different seasons? That would be amazing. The audience.
That's
going
to take at least another year to work.
How have they still not sold the Christmas sweater?
Right?
How do we still not have the ability to buy the Christmas
Have
sweater?
you
I
seen
don't
Disney
understand.
merchandise? That's why. Because they don't know what they're doing with it.
But I can
Their
buy
merchandise is
marionette toys from a show that got canceled.
Well, they had to get rid of those.
Yes.
They had to.
100%.
They weren't made yet. They had to get rid of them.
Bob Chapek had them in store.
They had them ready to go, and they're like,
That's what got him fired. They're like, what are all these marionette toys you ordered? Why did you order these? Like, no reason. They're just for me. It's okay.
His garage was just.
it's like the creepiest garage ever.
It's like when you buy all the candy bars because your kids can't sell them, so they win the contest. He just bought them all.
It's like Spike the Bee Sporks.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, obviously, I think everyone's very excited for Figment, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
excited, but it's kind of like it's like the bare minimum. It feels like as far as like a Journey into Imagination is a
Right, so
steaming
they
pile of trash.
they show like Epcot and like the Imagination
Oh, we were
Pavilion,
freaking out, yeah.
and you're like, oh my God, we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And
I
it's
think
Right,
it was a
exactly,
good-
exactly. That's the thing. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
we know you deserve better, but this is the cheapest thing we can give you.
So cheap, like the development time of an attraction is pretty long, right? Josh D'Amaro did not have the job for very long at the point the expo came up, right? So my review of the expo announcements was, this guy's had the job for this amount of time. You're going to start to see what this regime is about now, right? I felt that was a nice.
It signals something important.
I think it says like this is the start of it.
It says
right? This
Figment
a
is
good
selling
first step.
well.
It does.
We finally figured
Yeah,
out that
it took
Figment
them a
is
while to
selling
figure that
well.
out.
It's a way to test the waters.
That
for
popcorn
Yeah.
bucket really made an impression.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that Sleepy Figment sells out all the time, so they can't keep it in stock. So, I truly believe at next expo we're going to get that announcement.
Really?
I believe it. I think the meet and greet is the first step. I think it's the first step because you keep the character alive while the ride is closed, right? You know? But I think they know that's an important part of that experience will be if you're going to rejuvenate that pavilion, you have to be able to meet him. You know?
Yeah. I think they've done good things with meet and greets past few years. So I think like it could be a very good interactive experience too.
I hope it's a living character thing.
Yeah.
I hope he's not. I don't think he's going to be Figzilla. I don't think he's going to be.
Yeah,
the
I
big
hope
one.
not.
Life size.
I think he's going to be the size he's supposed to
Yeah.
be, and whether someone's holding him or he's autonomous or whatever the case
That'd
may
be
be.
cool. Yeah.
Right, like
I'm
a BB-8 kind of situation.
very excited. If Figment's like the proper size and interacting and talking to me, I'm gonna lose it. It's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
Oh, I know. That's
Yeah.
going to be mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and obviously the people watching at home are too. Let's bring down the mood then with Communicore Hall.
Oh.
We'll be home to a Mickey and Friends meet and greet, a demo kitchen for you, Nick. We'll get you a demo kitchen.
There you go.
Mixology bar,
Look at that.
Oh.
I'm in.
a gallery space, and more. There's also a stage that could be used for outdoor events, and this is alongside a massive green space appropriately entitled Communicore Plaza. The outdoor space will revive 2 staples of the area prior to its demolition as well, a massive Epcot logo as part of the pavement, and the light-up features in the ground, which were, of course, outside of Interventions, will be back in a new way. All this adjacent to the Moana Journey of Water. I like all of this.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I
don't
think
have
it's
a problem
dumb they
with
knocked down a building that they were going to rebuild, but I think as far as a festival center is concerned, this is great. And I like the middle. I like that thing. Feels like Epcot.
Yeah. I have nothing to complain about for this. This is
Right?
like,
Yeah.
why not?
Sure. I mean, it's not a new attraction. The people at home are not digging it.
No, not everything is a new attraction. Some things are just sprucing up the park.
I'm excited to not walk around construction walls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there'd be trees and like places to sit, and I think this will be great. I don't know if there's a whole lot of like unmarked stuff in the middle there. There originally was supposed to be a beer garden. I don't know if that's happening still. We'll see what happens.
I look forward to the
All of
the
Epcot
light-up
is a beer
sidewalk.
garden.
Yeah.
The light up side. I'm glad this light up sidewalk's coming back in a way. Yeah, it feels proper. I think that's a good spot for events and stuff too. They need a dedicated space. I think it'll be all right. The people at home do not care. Okay, we'll move on. I'm sure the crowd at home will be happy for this one. This year we'll also see the opening of the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, which is so old that we did a parody ad of it in 2019.
Oh,
For the record, yeah, it was that long ago.
Yeah, that's
It was that
amazing.
long ago. This will be a barbecue restaurant in Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's in a concrete box. They'll be themed to a cardboard box.
wow. We're creative.
Yeah,
I really thought they would have gone the other way on that one.
Oh man!
It'll be the
It's a
only
window. It
seating
has no
indoors.
windows.
And no doors.
Doors. Oh man. Yeah, it's
Wouldn't
if
a
you ever
Haunted
wanted to
Mansion
eat in
themed
the
one
queue
be
of
great?
Toy Story Mania, this
Oh
is
my
your
God, that would be
chance.
amazing.
Not that people
They
don't
just
eat in the
serve Haunted
queue of
Mansion
Toy
food at
Story
Columbia
Mania,
Harbor
but
House.
that's pretty much what. And barbecue. How many
Disney
barbecue
does
restaurants
barbecue
are there
really
in
good.
Disney World? There's just not many. 2?
Well, this way they can reuse the
parks?
sauce.
Well, not in parks, but yeah.
Secrets in the sauce.
I mean, you're not counting Polite Pig, right?
No, I guess it's a nice breakaway from the other food at studios. It does give you something else, right?
There's not a lot. Well, actually, counter service at studios is pretty decent, but it's
Not
different.
in Toy Story
than-
Land.
But it's
Not-
well, you can't get food at Woody's in Toy Story Land because you go to mobile order and it's like, oh, you come
actually
back
not
in 3
bad.
hours.
That place a mess.
It's a wreck, but the food's not bad. But the problem is,
They do have those
I don't eat
tachos.
there because you have to sit on the ground, essentially.
That too.
You eat your tachos on the ground.
That will
Like a-
probably
like
be
a
the
trash
biggest. Will you be able to like go in here and sit, or is it going to be like
What's a
like
table service?
so no? So it's not adding seating or anything.
For people that book reservations.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily adding a whole lot of capacity from like a.
The park probably needs another table service, though. If it takes people away from my Brown Derby, that's great. If I can get a Brown Derby reservation more easily,
More easily,
power.
agree.
You really
More
think
power.
the people that are eating at Brown
I was-
Derby are the
that's-
ones
that's kinda
like
what
the
I
same
was thinking.
clientele for
That's kind of what I was
the
thinking.
roundup.
Except like I think there's a lot of. I think
Well,
in general.
sci-fi, at least.
I think in
Yeah.
general
That's
in
more like
Disney,
it.
there's a lot of people that book things like Brown Derby or Tiffin's, not really knowing what they're getting into because it's all they can book.
And Brown Derby became hard because, again, the park got so busy with Star Wars and everything, and the park added no actual capacity in its expansion, which is a reoccurring theme at Disney World. That everything was like, everything else is booked. What are we going to book? We got to eat something. And people just be like, there's this thing called the Brown Derby. They don't know what it is. They probably don't even look what the prices are. They probably just book it, and then they show up and are like, oh, this is expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's Disney World. Of course it's expensive. Yeah. And I mean,
You know what gave it away the moment somebody put a napkin on your lap?
Oh yeah.
and then they get a Cobb salad, and the server's mad because it's the cheapest item on the menu.
Such a good salad.
We're gonna
It
share
is.
the salad.
Now I want a Cobb salad.
The
In the
tuna
movie.
carpaccio is.
So is no, just very much in the nope on this one. No one is excited for the barbecue restaurant. Okay,
I know
we'll
a
move
few
on.
servers who are excited.
Well, if you weren't excited for that, do I have another great restaurant for you? It's Summer House on the Lake at Disney Springs.
I don't even know where that's going.
Ooh. A new sit-down dining opportunity based on the popular Summer House Santa Monica restaurant in Chicago. That makes sense. This new eatery set to, where's Santa Monica? Chicago. This new eatery is, Abe Froman. The new eatery is set to open. Abe Froman's the manager. This new eatery is set to open sometime in 2023. So this is the spot. This was supposed to be Beatrix.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and they're like, no. And then I think they settled on this concept. It's still the same company. They settled on this concept instead. Man, 2023, the year of the all-white restaurant. Like just pure white interior restaurants is what we're getting this year. From the coffee place to this. I saw the construction walls. It's mostly Italian food on the construction walls, which I have to tell you made me somehow less excited for this. I already was at the level of zero excitement for this restaurant, but God, for another place at Disney World to try Italian food, I could not be less interested.
Italian food.
So if this is based on a Chicago restaurant, so
a Chicago restaurant called Summer House Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Right, because Summer House Santa Monica screams Italian.
Is that
Or
Italian
scream
food?
Chicago for that matter.
Is that place Italian food?
I don't know. All I know is the construction walls have like rigatoni and spaghetti and things of that sort on it. Everything was Italian food. I was like, is it really all Italian food?
Maybe they're doing it just to fool you, just to.
Maybe, but God, how many
They're just
Italian
reusing the
restaurants are there
walls.
at Disney Springs?
Pepper
Maria and
skills
Enzo's
different.
Terralina,
The other Maria and
Enzo's Hideaway. I mean, come on. All the pizza, it's too much.
I'm just glad that something's going in there to kind of, the space is so divided there. Like the
And it
west
feels so
side is
cramped.
like isolated.
Yeah.
The
And
walls
there's like
make
that
it feel.
tunnel
I don't even
going
know
through
where
the-
it's
People
It's like
think
the
they're
fantasy land.
It's near the food trucks.
It's like walking through that
Right up
area
here
by
at
the
the
tangled
AMC, like the
restrooms
other
Yeah.
in
AMC,
Fantasyland where it's
Yeah.
just
where,
a
like,
pinch point
Yeah.
and it makes it kind of
Yeah.
miserable there.
If
So
you're watching
Like
the
where
show,
bongos used to be?
I want to implore you to walk past those construction walls to the best restaurant at Disney World, which is Haleo. You should go. They're open for dinner.
It is delicious.
Go eat there. You will
Delicious.
not be disappointed. I know it's down at the end and there's nothing else to do down there.
It's an M&M store.
Please support them because they're fantastic.
Oh, and Jose Andres is like a really decent dude.
He's a very good human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the restaurant on top of that is just unbelievable.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So get the endives. I know that's a weird thing to recommend, but endives. I know a bunch of people are now Googling what an endive is.
Purple lettuce.
What?
It's like
It's
a little,
purple
it's like a little
lettuce.
lettuce boat.
Purple lettuce. It depends where you get it. Maybe at Tony's.
You can. Purple endive does exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay, moving to the resort
Question
hotels.
the server at the.
What happened?
I said you question the one that.
Did you have those at prime time? You had a lot of endives at the prime time? Mama made endives again.
The plural
Endives
of
again.
endive,
They
the
Oh.
plural of
went to-
endive is endive.
They went through this phase of quote unquote fancy items. We were like, what the hell is this?
Wait,
Like,
did they act? No, you're joking.
No, I'm not. And they put, it was a crab salad. It was this little crab salad that they used to put on it, and that was an appetizer. And we're like, what the hell is this? We're serving fried chicken. And you're like, would you like to start with crab meat on it?
Mama's going through a phase right now. Mama has some stuff going on.
Yes.
She would really like you to try this crab thing.
I'm
man.
not kidding
Mama
you.
just came back from Puerto Vallarta. And
Yeah.
got all kinds of crazy ideas.
This was also
Mama had
the
a
same.
midlife crisis and saw the world and then came back.
Mama got her groove back.
She read the
We also went through a phase where they used frozen avocados and then stuffed those with crab meat as well.
That-
Also went through a phase where they just, anybody that was late on a reservation, they handed out deviled eggs that were like BLT, and they were like, I'm sorry you were late. Would you like an egg? I kid you not. It was a thing. I'm not kidding
fantastic.
you.
How long did that last?
I
Like a
would be
day?
late on purpose.
Far
right?
longer.
Why
And then,
not?
well, that was the thing. And then
You
we
give
get
me
these
free
other
food?
tables, they were like,
Why didn't we?
why
we were
did
here
we
early.
get an egg? And of course, in the back, we're all like, so I get it. So we're like, hey, you were late. Go suck on an egg.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, and then we're like, I was like, I've got a table that wants the BLT.
Well, now they're on the menu.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
it
that's how.
became a
But
thing,
yeah,
yeah.
way back in the day, I kid you not. They offer
The
them
late
the
bird gets the egg.
The late guest eggs.
Yep.
All right, cool.
And crab meat with endives.
Oh man, if you guys love this string of restaurants we've talked about, you're also going to love the Cake Bake Shop, which is coming. It's replacing the ESPN zone at the Boardwalk. That means no more dingers. Very sad. Miss the dingers.
This place is the exact opposite of the ESPN.
I'm not gonna see you like standing at the bar here, like watching a football game.
This is a place where like bachelorette groups get together for tea parties, right? This is not a place
Perfect for a boardwalk.
This is not a place where I'm going to be hanging out.
Depends what boardwalk you're going to.
I mean, is there a bar at the Cake Bake Shop? I don't know.
Well,
I kind of want there to be,
this
though.
takes your all white interior and amps it up to like you're just engulfed in white.
Yeah, that's
Dear
their
Lord.
other location. Yeah,
Is
it
that-
basically looks like a bridal studio.
Yeah, it does.
really
It looks
does.
like you're
It
there to
looks like
pick
you're
out a
getting
wedding
married.
dress.
Is that a swan? What is that?
Yeah.
That is a swan.
It is. Okay.
Close to Swan and
They
Dolphin.
serve
right?
them whole.
Oh boy!
The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Wow.
That's the
that
best part.
They let you take it home for your dog.
As you might have guessed, they have cake.
They wrap it in a little swan shape
I was gonna say that. It was like the swan tinfoil thing.
They wrap it, but it is the shape of the, you know.
Why are you staring at me, Swan?
What is happening on
All
this
I
show?
want to do is just walk in the inside and be like, why are you staring at me, Swan?
Did they serve those at prime time too? Did they try?
If you were early.
Did they, yeah.
Don't
Early
even get us
people
into
got
the
the
Swan
swan.
Burger era of primetime.
It was swan confit.
She just hit it. Mama went outside with a rolling pin and just hit the swan right in the
on a
head
bed
and
of
brought it
arugula.
in.
New type of foie gras.
Yeah, so they have.
It went really well
they
with
do
our
have
pearl
cocktails.
pasta.
Swan liver pate.
They have cocktails. Cocktails, coffees, sweet treats, and ornate entrees. Someone laughed at ornate. Ornate entrees. Dingers were plenty ornate.
Not as ornate as prime time, but close.
Nah, no
Yeah,
early,
no.
no late arrival deviled eggs.
So it's a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, I think they also, I
Some
believe there's
picture.
also like a takeaway
Okay,
aspect as well.
The takeaway is I won't be there.
You know your significant other is going to drag you to
Yeah,
this
because they're
place.
from Indiana. And she's
Yeah.
from Indiana.
No, we'll go for brunch. It'll be fine.
Yeah, take the girl
the new
squad.
brunch
Yeah, yeah. That's our new brunch spot. Exactly.
Also, very quickly mention these two 2023 things. They're going to ruin your favorite hotels. The Boardwalk Inn lobby and the Grand Floridian lobby are both being redone this year. Grand Floridian lobby will not close until May, so you have some time. Boardwalk, I don't have a date. But obviously, if you've seen the Carousel Coffee Shop, expect more of that.
Dude, what if they get rid of the creepy chairs?
If they get rid of the creepy chairs, that's it. I'm done. That's the moment. They can take Splash
Those
Mountain.
end up in the
They ain't
Lakeland,
taking
in the
those
Lakeland
chairs.
Antique Mall.
I have to have one.
Yeah.
I have to have all of them, actually. We should sit on them on the show.
sure
We'll
should.
get rid of these chairs, and you guys just sit on the weird, creepy
creepy
faces.
They're called nanny chairs, by the way.
What are they called?
Nanny chairs.
Nanny chairs? Okay.
I don't know why I know that. I
do
think
really
Googled
want one.
Boardwalk creepy chairs one time.
I feel like they're going to stay. I feel like they may even...
What did that
They'll
search come
redo
up
the
with?
whole thing, but the chair will still be there. Like, they'll be like, that's the thing people like.
You know how they're like, there's
Yeah.
that like faucet, like one of those, like Kohler or one of those, and they're like, I want you to design my house around this faucet.
Inspiration
I
piece.
want them to design the lobby around those chairs.
The inspiration
Yeah.
piece. That's what
Around
you
the
call it.
face chair.
The sofas have faces. The reception desks have faces. Love it.
Oh, my God.
That's my type of room.
Nope, we're not examining
We do
that.
the maxi van.
Not diving any further
Faces
into
on
what
all
was
the
just
seats.
said.
I don't like that.
That's correct. That is accurate. All right, we're going to move on
That
to
is like as
Disneyland.
nope as you could get on the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even need to read it. Disneyland Resort, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Oh boy. January 27th, that's going to open with a whole different queue. It's now in Toontown at the El Capitan Theater.
I think I'm looking forward to that Because that's where it belongs, in like
Yes.
the Toontown area.
The queue looks very
And they have a
cute.
different scene, right? Don't they have a different?
Supposedly, there's more to the ride. We don't really know. The queue is very different.
It's
and
great.
I think it looks very Toontown. I'm still going to feel the same about the ride. I don't think the ride is great. And I think it's interesting. It's going to be 2 feet away from Roger Rabbit, which is basically
The same.
accomplished the same thing, but with physical sets in a more charming way. But yeah, I mean, it's going to go over well. People are going to like it. And again, it's, at the very least, I'll say this, like Disneyland is very good about taking care of their guests and adding capacity, right? And that's what they're doing here. This hasn't replaced anything. This is another thing to do at Disneyland that's going to absorb some people, which is good on them. We'll see what happens. We'll be there January 27th, so stay tuned.
Someone in chat says, my sister is on the opening team and there is an additional scene.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I wonder what, maybe we find out what Chubby actually is.
Ooh.
We actually do we get the Chubby backstory
scene.
finally?
I would be excited about that.
Chubby will have a more
Chubby's on
prominent
work
role in the
release
deal.
after hard times.
If that's true, that's going to be wild.
The
If like the
orange
Chubby
bird
backstory got
that
cut
is
out
in-
of ours, and now
And of
Right,
course,
that appears,
Disneyland
like,
gets it and we
twice.
don't.
What if there's
It
an
opens like in a
all-Chubby?
couple weeks,
We
right?
had that
all
huge,
Chubby.
Yeah,
we had
Chubby's
that
Runaway
huge
Railroad?
building.
Hardly in the
Yeah.
shuttle.
They couldn't fit Chubby in, but they have like practically
Also,
no
I thought it
space in
said chubby.
Disneyland, and Disneyland could get an extra scene.
Yeah. Well, people are actually excited. I know. I'm like the only person that hates this ride. I know.
No, you're not.
No, you're definitely not.
I'd
I get
hate
yelled
it
at on
less if
social
it
media.
No, I
didn't
just
take
think it makes
away-
sense in Toontown, and
great
it's
Oh, I
great.
mean,
Right.
definitely.
It makes
yeah.
total sense in Toontown.
What were you saying, Sabrina?
I said I'd hate it less if it didn't take away great movie, right?
Yeah, you know what?
loves
Even
it.
if I,
Loves this, I think.
even if I remove that though, I still don't care for it. Like I can remove that, the fact that it replaced Movie Ride. I still just don't care for it. It's like the song is good. I like the pre-show. The rest, I'm just like, there's nothing special about this. I don't feel anything for this. I don't know. Of all the trackless rides, you know, I think I like Ratatouille better than this, honestly. I don't know. There's more going on, like the big wheels. I like that stuff.
But like Trackless has so much potential, and that's all they.
This
do
is
with it.
this is the worst use of trackless ride. This
Yeah.
could have had a track, and it would barely be different. Yeah, especially coming off like Mystic Manor and Beauty and the Beast and Raven Rise. I mean, all of those. Also, starting on January 27th is Wondrous Journeys, a new fireworks show that will feature every single Disney animated film ever made. And Baymax will fly over Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's pretty exciting.
That does sound kind of cool.
No, it sounds neat. I mean, Disneyland fireworks shows are hit or miss. And there's been some great ones. There's been some okay ones. The nice thing is they always sort of rotate through them, so they don't, you know, it's not like Enchantment. We're going to be stuck with it for years on end if it's not good. So
I love how
This is really the first time in the American
nods
parks there's
to
been
every
like
film.
any big feature of
Nods to
Baymax,
every
right?
film released.
I mean, he's
It's really
flying
just
over the
that's
That's
castle.
fair. I mean,
It's
other
like-
than the
Nice
meet and
from
greets,
every
yeah.
Yeah.
What are the two of you talking about? What? Sabrina.
I said I love how it says nods to every film release. I said it's really just going to be Stitch walking out, and he's just wearing all the merchandise from every Disney film ever made, and he's just like,
That's
There's
why
just
the
all 12 of
pins-
those ugly
Those
plush
Stitch-
they made.
Stitch-
Yeah.
That's why they made them, I think.
John
Yeah, yeah.
Smith or John Stitch.
yes, that is really it.
Jake was very excited for John Smith Stitch.
Oh, God.
Boy. Did you buy all 12 of them? Of the Stitch when they did the
Stitch Eats
monthly?
Disney.
Oh, okay.
They tried to.
Did they like sell out? Did people want them?
I think all
I
of them
think
didn't ever show up. did they?
COVID interrupted.
Oh, COVID.
He's an alien. Does he get COVID?
Brought
He saw Earth and he was
He
like,
got
oh,
COVID
no.
626.
Maybe he brought it. I don't know.
It's the variant that hasn't gotten here quite yet.
Someone ate one of the experiments. That's what called it. Anyway, never mind. Moving on. Moving on.
We were serving it at prime time for a while.
Is that what they called the crab dish? It was the experiment 626.
Yes.
That's the name of it. There's also a new World of Color show called World of Color 1, which will be the second attempt to replace the original show, highlighting the storytelling legacy that was started by Walt Disney. Tell the story of how a single action like a drop of water creates a ripple that can grow into a wave of change. Brings some of the most courageous, loving, and inspiring characters to life in new ways. It also features Star Wars and Marvel, apparently. What's going on with World of Color at this point? I hope it's good. Has a new original song too. I hope it's good, but I don't know. World of Color Celebrate was horrendous. But I mean, the Christmas show is great. So I don't know. We'll see what they do. It depends who's working on it. We'll see how it turns out. Anyone else have any thoughts on it?
No.
No? Cool, move on. Here's a weird one. The Adventureland Treehouse, featuring Walt Disney Swiss Family Robinson. Who names these things? Going back to its roots as the Swiss Family Treehouse, the newly refurbished Adventureland Treehouse will open sometime this year. I have an original story about a family living in a treehouse on the Jungle River. Look more like the 1962 original attraction, including a water wheel at the entrance, but the family is different, hence the name Adventureland Treehouse. Why is it not just the Swiss family? Why are they
Well, there
not?
is like some kind of sea tie-in with this, so
There
I'm
is.
excited
Someone's a
about that.
member or something. There's a thing, yeah. We'll see.
I mean, if they really played up the sea connection, they could make it kind of cool.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be like Jungle Cruise, where it's just kind of a nod, like someone's a
Yeah.
member, and it's a.
I don't think they will, but I think they could, and it would.
I think
cool
it's
if they
cool
did.
that they've somewhat restored the attraction to its original state. I like that.
I appreciate that it's not going away.
I appreciate that it's not Encanto. Really appreciate it.
Oh wow.
Because I don't know if I was going to be able to live with that. So. But again, I think this says a lot
Until he
about.
finds out that the family that's there is in contact.
They're the family.
The Swiss Family Madrigal.
Oh, instead they play the organ. Yeah. All the Encanto songs on the organ.
That's really the family that's there.
God. I hate all of you. Really.
Oh, by the way, I asked Lucas if he can make you the creepy chairs from the boardwalk, so he said anything's possible.
Oh,
so
I don't
if you
want one made. I need the real
Authentic,
creepy
yeah.
chair. Because a fake one wouldn't be like cursed or
make
possessed like the
creepy
real
furniture?
one.
Do you want Lucas to build
Those
you
chairs
creepy
have seen
furniture?
some stuff.
Seen something. The chair's seen some things. Also at Disneyland, they are reimagining. I guess we should have talked about this with Railway. They're reimagining Toontown. That'll open in the spring. The newly reimagined Toontown will open to guests in March this year, featuring more open, grassy play spaces, including Centennial Park. First space guests will see when they enter the land. The park will be anchored by 2 new interactive play experiences, a fountain featuring water tables designed for play, and a dreaming tree with sculpted roots for children to crawl through. Donald's Boat and Goofy's House will also have new play infrastructure, and there'll be a slight refresh to Gadget's Go Coaster. I mean, sure. I'm mad we lost the old fountains, but that's me. I don't know. No one up here has kids. Well, you have kids.
I have kids.
Is
He's
this a
saying
thing? Do you wish the
enthusiastically.
parks had more just like green spaces for your kids to run across? Is this actually a thing?
No.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's like the trend. This is the trend, right? And
Like
they're
we have an entire parking lot my kids can run through.
I mean,
Why do
that
I want it
doesn't
in
sound-
the park?
Yeah, but there's cars in that.
And we heard a story yesterday about our.
That makes it
one of
more
our-
challenging.
One of our friends was at Chef Mickey's, and there's just a naked kid running around there. I mean,
Seriously.
who needs green space for that?
Oh, no.
Kids don't need
Same.
green space to
They
run
just
around.
run around naked at Chef Mickey's.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, if you haven't seen a naked kid run across Chef Mickey's, you didn't go. What I would say.
Every time you see a napkin twirling, there's a naked
Not,
child.
no, that hasn't come back. The napkin twirl is over. Now it's the stupid biscuits in the oven song. I hate that thing. I just want my napkin twirling back. All right. Angry man about napkin twirling.
In my day.
Gotcha. In my day, we went to Chef Mickey's and you twirled a napkin. And we had the same song for 30 years. For 30 years, that song played. Anyway, magic happens. Remember this, kids? After performing for 2 weeks in 2020, the Magic Happens Parade will return on February 24th. That's wild. I'm so sad because I had that, like, I had that street cred, man, that I saw that parade. I was one of a few thousand people who had seen that parade. Now everyone will get to see it. It's okay.
No, 2 weeks in, we'll have just another
It's
shutdown.
a whole new
no.
virus. We find out magic happens is the problem.
Patient zero.
There's some sort of weird earthquake that happens. Some kind of natural disaster always happens. It's called disasters happen.
Anyway. Also, people like The Magic Happens. It's got excited. It's a good sound. I like the end track is nice. I don't know how I feel about the rest of the music, but the end track is. The Coco unit, musically, design-wise, is fantastic. It's the best part of that parade.
They're bringing it back with music from Encanto.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just built. It's been gone for 3 years. But you can build another float. It's kind of a short parade. They should. Got budget cut very heavily. I can't imagine why. Who was in charge of that time? Moving on quickly to Japan. Tokyo Disney Resort will celebrate its 40th anniversary with the Dream Go Round. It'll kick off on April 15th, featuring new merchandise, food, and a new parade, Disney Harmony in Color. Imagine a place where even after you were closed for like over a year, they still were like, no, every 5 years we get a new parade. We're not stopping. We're still just building a new parade.
That's crazy.
It's happening. We're going, right?
I'm going.
We're going. I don't know if people know this. I told Nick we're going in April. Nick has agreed. He's going to come. I don't know who else on staff is coming.
I'm so jealous. I want to go
Everyone's
too.
invited.
heard
Everyone
about
wants to
it.
come can come.
Tom, I want to go.
So come.
Everyone's saying.
What?
Everyone's saying.
All
Everyone's
hold
saying
down
we're
the fort,
going in
guys.
April.
I've got this here.
Sabrina.
We'll leave Sabrina in
You're gonna
charge.
do news today, news tonight.
Sabrina
got
will
it
do
on
all
lock.
the
We're all
show.
going
That's right.
Tokyo
All the
Disney
show.
in April.
Sabrina news today. We're just going to talk about stories
boy.
from
I feel like a Moana overlay.
So are they
Sabrina.
getting rid of Dreaming Up for this parade?
Yeah.
I really wanted
Dreaming
to see
Up got a
Dreaming
shortened run and then never got to come back to full.
I really wanted to see Dreaming Up.
I mean, if you come for this, you can. It ends only a couple days before that, so. That's what
like a
so actually
two-for-one deal.
my first trip, we went for the start of the 35th. And I had always seen videos of the previous parade. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the name of it now. But I love the previous parade, the parade that was before Dreaming Up. And I was like, I have to be there for the last one. Can we go we actually moved the trip. It's like, could we go a little early? We went for the last two performances. It was fantastic. And then Dreaming Up was great. So that's kind of what's happening in this.
I just
summer.
remember, like, I'm not a big parade person, but I remember watching the video when, it was probably like the stream of the first Dreaming Up, and I was like blown away at how great it was.
We're
That's
getting
the thing,
Dreaming
like-
down here in Florida.
You don't realize you're a parade person sometimes, I think, until you see stuff there. Because I know a bunch of people who are kind of like ride people who have gone, and they're like, that's the only place I watch parades is when we go to Japan. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Harmony in Color. Brand new parade. Disneyland Paris, they're going to have the grand finale of their 30th anniversary celebration, which has been great so far, by the way. And if you haven't had a chance, that's running pretty much all of this year still. January 9th will be the start of the grand finale. We don't actually know what that means. They haven't told us what they're doing for it. But nonetheless, the 30th anniversary will rage on. As well, they are getting a new show, Pixar We Belong Together. New stage show starring the Pixar pals will come to Walt Disney Studios Park as part of the 30th grand finale. Details on the show are scant. We expect to hear more as the year goes on. I hope so. It's supposed to debut soon. That is coming back. Dream and Shine Brighter is coming back for the grand finale.
Aren't we getting a 50th grand finale?
Yeah, you got a Spirit jersey. You like Spirit jerseys?
All right.
Some Crocs? Like a backpack?
They're just
like
putting back
stickers.
out all
None of it even says grand finale.
They're just putting back out all the stuff they put out at the beginning of the 50th and
they
pretending like you forgot about it, and now it's getting all re-released.
Well, no. The
did.
problem is it's just now coming in from the shipment.
Yeah. So what the grand finale thing is actually it's a Tokyo Disney thing. It's a thing they do at the end of their anniversaries, and they've been doing it for a long time. When we did the grand finale of the 35th, Dreaming Up had a special show stop. There was all special merchandise, and there was special decorations, and like they updated the castle with the grand finale, and they even did a projection show just for the grand finale in World Bazaar. It was really cool. We actually have video up on the channel if you want to watch any of that.
In my head, I just picture when you said there was like a special show stop and merchandise, I literally pictured the people there like selling things out of their jackets. Right? Thank you.
Stop the parade.
Stop
No.
like, all
On the
right.
street. Yeah.
That
It's like,
makes a lot more
I mean, the
interesting.
people did have all their merchandise with them sitting on the ground, but they weren't selling.
Yeah. That's what I pictured. It's just jackets opening.
You want to watch?
You want a sipper?
They've also
popcorn
started.
bucket.
I'll keep going. They've also started the remodel of the Disney Village at Disneyland Paris. The first change will be the Royal Pub replacing King Ludwig's castle. It'll be themed to an English pub because they're so far from those. It's a great theme. Of course, they're going to be changing all of that. All that original, the Frank Gehry design will be going away for more modern mall architecture. Yay! Yay! It's great. Moving on to Hong Kong. Moving on to Hong Kong Disneyland. Arendelle World of Frozen will open in the second half of 2023. It does have 2 rides. It has a clone of Frozen Ever After and the new Wandering Oaken Sliding Sleighs, which is a coaster through the mountains.
Ooh.
Sounds
Yeah.
so cute.
I kind of
It's
want
gonna
to see
be
if they
like
can get that
Mine
lift
Train
hill
with
right.
Well,
See if they can get the lift hill to work.
it's supposedly it's Mine Train but Frozen. That's what I was told. So similar layout, similar type of. I don't think it rocks, but similar layout.
I want a Thorin Oakenshield
You want
roller
a what?
coaster.
You want a what?
Thorin Oakenshield.
A who?
He was from Lord of the Rings.
He's
Oh, I've
that
never
guy.
seen those. I don't know.
Actually, The Hobbit. But
Yeah, I've never
That'd be
seen
a great crossover for Soren.
I know.
Right?
Thorin?
Yeah.
Thorin.
Thorin around the world.
Thorin over
Thorin.
California.
Yep.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Great. And then last but not least, Shanghai Disneyland, if this still happens at this point, depends if they close another 8 times. Shanghai Disneyland will open their Zootopia-themed land
Yeah.
in 2023. I mean, I'm excited. Not that I can go there, but excited nonetheless. It has some sort of e-ticket ride where you ride along as a member of the ZPD. And also you could buy popsicles.
Aw.
That's adorable.
I do want to buy a popsicle. I'm very excited. They also, I don't have it on the sheet. There's some deal they struck with like a major shoe manufacturer to make exclusive shoes
Ooh.
for the land. I forget if it's
Zootopia shoes?
yeah, and it's Adidas or somebody. It's a big shoe company.
Shootopia?
Not Shootopia. You know,
They make them right across the street.
there's a store. There's a shoe store.
Import costs are really low.
What they do is there's a playground in Zootopia, and they gather up the children.
Too far.
No, it's right next door. It's easy. You just pull them in.
We call it a learning opportunity.
It's a
Wow.
themed experience.
Yep.
Where anyone could be anything, as long as it's in a factory. Anyway. So yeah, Zootopia might open this year at Shanghai Disney. We don't know. It depends. They've been quiet about it for a while.
They'll tell us it opened, but it really didn't.
Maybe. Maybe. Who knows?
The state news agency.
People
was
are
a
excited for
tremendous success.
Zootopia, though. People are
100%
excited.
approval rating.
Of course, obviously, somewhere down the road, maybe we're going to have Zootopia at Animal Kingdom. We'll see what happens. I know. Yeah, you're on board?
That was, I proposed that on Around the Hub like 5 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I know people are very sad, but I love Dino Land. But I'm kind of like I'm spent the day at Animal Kingdom. I'm like, no, it's missing some family stuff. Like this will round out the park nicely.
It makes a
you
ton
know?
of sense.
Yeah, I mean, tourists do not understand what dinosaurs.
As long as
No one
they
has any
keep
idea
the
what's
ride and like retheme the
Yeah.
ride, then
Oh,
I'm
for
fine.
sure.
I'm fine with it.
They're definitely going to. I mean,
Yeah.
that stupid camera system they involve looks like the back of a cop car anyway. So
Yeah.
just put some lights up there, you're ready.
Yep.
I just
Yep.
the irony of
And you just go through all the different like lands.
The irony
in
of what?
Zootopia.
just the fact that Dino Land's going extinct.
There's
what
a
the
good
merchandise
t-shirt.
is gonna
There's
say.
a great T-shirt.
It mostly is extinct already.
Yeah.
It's a big. In fact, at the Nemo show, they now sing "Big Blue Fence." God, that in their 20-minute performance, it's great. So that's 2023. What is the? I'll ask the panel real quick. We'll end on this. What is the thing most excited for this year, if anything?
I'm the most excited about having Happily Ever After come back, I think.
That's
I love
fair.
that show. It's such a good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And we didn't have it for that long.
We
I
don't
mean,
know
like,
in what form it's coming back, but
I
just
know.
getting it back. It is the best nighttime
I
spectacular.
mean, you know
in
the
Magic
theme
Kingdom
song will be
history.
there. I mean, that's at least a big step up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're halfway there with that. I mean, I'd say that, except it's not new. Like, it's going to be different, but it's not new.
I
but
mean, there
think,
might be new segments.
I mean,
don't
but
know.
Tron's not new. Runaway Railway is not new,
Fair.
right? These are
The treehouse
things that have existed in our world before.
You know, a lot of these
we're
things
not
aren't
getting
new.
a whole lot new.
I'm
I'm still
most
excited
excited for
about
the Epcot show. because I think there's like a vendetta.
Do you
I
think
the
we're really
creative
going to
people-
get the new show in 2023?
Yeah. There's a vendetta to do better. I think there's a lot of
But
creative
they have
people
no
in the company are like,
time. Like if they're really like I feel like they've barely done any planning for it. I think this is a really like kind of sudden and recent announcement. I think either A, it's not actually going to happen in 2023, or we're going to get it and it's going to be really rushed.
I mean, delays are happening, supply chain and all that. So the new infrastructure, I mean, anything can happen, I guess.
Well, they can use that as an excuse for whatever.
They could, but I think there's some legitimacy to that, based on people we've talked to.
I would
There's some
rather see it take
legitimacy.
longer and be good. I would rather not get it till
I
next
think
year
there's
and
good
have it be
people
good.
working on it. I think it's going to be better than Harmonious. I think it's going to be more. I think it's still going to be IP. I think it's going to be more Epcot, though. I'm excited to see what they do.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm intrigued because I just think it's a better group of people working on it.
In general, you can have good. If you have good, cheap, and fast, you only ever get two of those things. We're not going to get good and fast.
I learned that early on in my dating.
So there are some examples of rush
Texting
job
Lee right
projects with the right people on them that succeeded. Festival of the Lion King comes to mind. That was rushed into production to fill out that land. They didn't even have a land. They didn't know what to do. And Festival of the Lion King is the highest testing attraction.
It was 20 years ago.
It was. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. That was a rushed project. Joe Rohde was put at the helm.
But it wasn't built from scratch.
No, but they still had
The
they have
infrastructure all
animatronics,
existed.
and it wasn't like a bad project. It was done in record time. It can happen. I think it can happen, and I think in the case of a nighttime show, it's proven you could do a good show with fireworks and lights and lasers and fountains, right? And those are things they've done a million times. We don't necessarily need the new infrastructure of Harmonious to have a good nighttime show. Story and emotion and sincerity go a long way. And I think if that's present, I think it could be good.
But it's hard to be excited about something that's completely unknown.
I think it is when the current show is a pile of garbage. I think it's very
Or the
easy
reason to be excited is because it's
or the
completely
lake just
unknown.
the lagoon just looks so bad that I'm excited. I'm excited to see those just float away.
I want to be. I wish they would if they sold tickets to getting to watch them drag those barges out. I would pay money.
Like-
They're gonna put them in a rage room, and you can just do one of
I
these
want to be.
things.
I would
no,
pay
they're
money
gonna. I
for
mean,
that.
they're gonna scrap. They're gonna sell them for they're gonna get
Scrap
some
them.
money
Maybe they'll
back
just
on
sink
them a
'em.
little bit. No, but I would pay to just have a dessert party where you watch them just drive
They'll
them
take them to
out.
Castaway Key and sink one of the taco
I
barges.
would. I'd pay
That's a nice
$250.
coral
Give me
reef
some
for the
champagne and
fishes.
let's watch them. Let's watch them float away. Sell me a light up leather jacket like Electrical Parade Farewell. And let's do it. I didn't hear from everyone. Real quick, Eric's like nothing. I'm not excited for anything.
I think it's happily ever after.
It's happily.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Is that
happily.
the
and then-
consensus?
I mean, I'm ready to get Tron open and get to some state of that park.
I'm in between. I hesitate to say happily because it's not new to us anyway. I lean towards Tron because it's new to us.
I'm
Tron
trying to temper my
is-
Tron expectations and just be like, I'm happy that it's opening.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice bonus if it's really great.
Tron is my number 2 for 2 reasons. One is I think it's a fun ride. Number 2 is I am so excited for the stories that are going to come out of there of people getting on the bike wrong or falling off of it or all that. I am so excited.
I'm
for that
also
stuff.
Probably be me.
It's
Gonna be,
basically
one of us is gonna have a hard
It's gonna
time.
be me.
it's gonna be the most thrill adult ride in all of Magic Kingdom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I'm very curious to see what that does to the park. I think
Yeah.
that will be interesting to
That-
watch what
yeah.
it does to the park.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right, I think we're gonna take a commercial break. We'll be right back with the Family Feud and Psychotic Comet. Stick
All
around.
right. Woo!
Dead men tell no tales.
Were you stationed at Camp Mini Mickey between 1953 and 1987? If so, you may be entitled to compensation.
It wasn't even there in 1987.
Hello, this is Bertrand Flume. We here at Login the Flume support all of the brave veterans who served at Camp Mini Mickey, and we will fight so that you can get every penny you deserve.
It was a theme park land, not a military base.
For years, the federal government has dodged responsibility for hundreds of thousands of individuals who have suffered from dangerous chemical exposure while stationed at Camp Mini Mickey.
I think you mean Camp Lejeune.
If you believe that you were exposed to the contaminated water at Camp Mini Mickey, and you or a loved one has been diagnosed with being a Disney adult, contact us today for a free, no obligation consultation at 1-800-ZIP-A-D.
It was built in 1998.
Call now. We will also be spamming you nonstop and calling you every night. So make it easy on both of us and give us a call. Or go to our website, geocities.com/Camp Mini Mickey website 78941.
Login the Flume, Aquatic Misadventures Attorneys.
Call Logan's and Flume, 1-800-ZIP-A-D.
Say hello to Hey Disney, the all-new voice assistant for Alexa. You'll be able to get the weather with Olaf, joke around with the galaxy's funniest droids, C-3PO and R2-D2, go on adventures with Dory, listen to your favorite Disney stories, plus so much more. Awaken the magic and discover a world of fun with some of Disney's most beloved characters. Use Hey Disney to book a park reservation.
Park not available.
Or use it for customer service.
Hey Disney, my showing of Hoop-Dee-Doo was canceled without notice.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I am shipping a used bowl to your saved address.
You can use it to check the weather.
Hey Disney, what's the weather like?
In Florida, maybe it'll rain, maybe it won't. Are you Samantha?
And our newest feature, bring the Walt Disney World Resort home with you to help you sleep the way you do in our resort hotels. Like a white noise generator, but with a little Disney magic.
Hey Disney, make it sound like I'm sleeping at an all-star resort. Better make it Art of Animation. Hey Disney, how about the Grand Floridian?
I can unlock deluxe resorts for $500.
Hey Disney with Alexa, available soon-ish. And don't worry, Destination D23 attendees, you'll probably get yours one day. Are you tired of the same old boring food and drink options? Mexican food, Asian food, Italian food? Well, join us for something we call Hawaiian food at Polynesian's Resort. We've got everything you're looking for, from food to drinks to entertainment. Celebrate special occasions at Patty Ohana's, where Moana herself will come spank the lucky birthday boy with her shillelagh. Or find out what our mixologists have been up to with the lapu lapu you love, but served inside a potato with real Irish whiskey. Over at Kona O'Brien's, our top of the aloha breakfast is not to be missed, with Tonga shepherd's pie and more. And for lunch, we're cooking up some corned beef and cabbage pot stickers that'll make you want to kiss the Maui Blarney Stone out in our lobby. For those in a hurry, we've got counter service downstairs at Captain Cook's of Dublin. In the evening, wind down over at Trader Shamrock's Grog Grotto, or out there on the terrace, you can listen to your favorite U2 songs on the ukulele. And of course, we have that world-famous leprechaun Dole Whip. And if you think this accent is shite, wait until you hear our staff talk. So capture a little luck at the fiti and drag the whole family down for the best and only Hawaiian joint in the world. It's more than just a dumb idea. It's a lifestyle going all the way back to our founder, Roy O. Disney. Come find us at the end of the rainbow and tell him Don O'Brien sent ya.
Welcome back to News Tonight. Yeah, welcome back. Where we've forced half the audience to stand for the next 15 minutes.
It'll be quick.
There's so much space here because the tree is gone.
I know.
Now it just feels so empty. There's so much room for activities now. Anyway, let's see what's available this week at your local supermarket. Pick up that mega country Charmin. That makes me want to buy the toilet paper. I don't know about you. Big enough for him, big enough for you. Even if there's blood on the saddle, clean it up with Charmin. You know, God, crack myself up. It's good because I got to entertain myself at least. Let's see what's coming up on the show the next couple weeks. I don't know what that transition was. That was from a different show. Okay, anyway, we got some new people. We're working on it. Next week on the show, the autistic tiger is going to be here to do some art. That's going to happen next week. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm not going to explain this. We have a young gentleman who's a very talented artist. He's been on a bunch of shows and stuff. He lives locally here in Celebration, the area. He's going to come draw some art. He does some of it without looking, and it's very impressive.
For Festival of the Arts.
This is not Festival of the Arts, really. This is just something we're doing. He draws like Disney characters.
Cool.
Yeah. I didn't talk to Nick about this, as you could tell. He had no idea.
I thought we were having that asbestos rat on. I thought.
Asbestos the rat. I thought Asbestos the rat was here tonight. I thought he was in the audience. No? She doesn't hear me. All right, cool. On January,
they also had that in the primetime menu at one point.
Also, if you were late, they gave you a rat. Here's Asbestos the rat. Yeah, may I? Asbestos the rat is here, everybody. Oh, watch out! There's an eagle. Watch out! Oh, no. Don't eat the rat. On January 19th, The Price is Right. Price is Right is back, the Festival of the Arts edition. I think we're going to have a surprise on that show for you guys as well. Then we're going to be on break the week after because I'm going to be out in Disneyland to help them cover the 100 Years of Wonder kickoff. So Runaway Railway, those new nighttime shows, all that stuff. We are back on February 2nd with Who Wants to Win a Lot of Core Bucks and Liquid Magic. And then on February 9th, it is our annual Valentine's Day special, which will include the Not So Newlywed game and the dating game. Is that a boo? I would boo the dating game. I've lived that nightmare several times now of us doing that game. But yeah. When are we going to start? Are we going to start taking applications?
Tonight.
No, you don't have anything set up
yet.
No. Not yet. Not yet. Anyway, Nick, who brings us News Tonight every week?
News Tonight is brought to you by The Vacationaire, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their vacation planning experts plan your next magical trip with your entire family. The best part is their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationaire, the official travel agency of WDWNT. What?
Not after that.
I did good. I had most of the words in there.
They were in a different order, but.
Order doesn't matter.
Travel plan, trip, take,
Free.
money saved, free. You didn't say they needed to be in the right order, the words. I did read them.
Yes.
Of course, yes. Do you have psychotic comments?
I do, and we're not going to offend anybody tonight, or maybe we are, I don't know. I didn't run these by you first. I'm a little nervous.
Walt Disney presents...
All right, remember, you told me to use this tweet. So...
It's not fun if you break the illusion.
Well, this one I have to blame you. So, WDWNT tweeted this out. I'm just trying to park hop along with this photo.
It's a flyer.
We got the flyer, yes. So we got the flyer. So they were leaving, it was hard to read that flyer, I guess, but it's like a Jesus flyer, right?
Yeah, it's like the eternal kingdom awaits or something.
Exactly.
So it's a Disney World related flyer they left on cars, but it's to like.
Yeah, and they use like Disney imagery, right? And talked about.
But it's about Jesus.
Yeah, and they left these flyers all over.
Which you're not supposed to do.
Right?
It's actually like they could trespass you for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, Tom, we got lots of comments on this.
For my, I'm just trying to park hop and then someone's preaching to me thing.
Yeah. So at Steel Diver wrote, "How are you going to park hop to heaven?" After two, yeah. Well, we got this one as well. Makes sense. Disney creates fairy tales, so does the Bible. At OG
I'm gonna hide
Orangeburg,
behind the book.
this is why I blamed you first.
I will never be associated with this clip now. Totally invisible.
My everlasting joy is being able to park hop before 2 p.m.
People really stuck on the park hopping thing.
At Clayman 73, and on the seventh day, God went to Epcot. At Old Bill, WDW tweeted, "Let me tell you about the ultimate fast pass to heaven."
That one is free.
We got this response. Jesus has to wait till 2 also. Guess he's canvassing the parking lot in the meantime.
Oh, man. Wow.
At Josh Ben 80 tweeted, "I've heard there were groomers at Disney. This proves it."
Oh, Jesus.
Psychotic. They got serious, yeah. We also got this tweet. "If heaven was Magic Kingdom, then take me away, sweet baby Jesus. Maybe they'd get more signups with better perks."
What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Psychotic.
They kind of are.
At Big Don Paul,
Oh, no.
and on the 8th day, God said, "Let there be park pass reservations." Then we got this reply. "This is kind of clever, and I think Jesus would love Disney World."
I don't know. The boats are kind of dirty.
Yeah.
He can walk on water. He doesn't need to ride the boats at Small World. He'll just walk it.
Jungle Cruise boat sinks.
Every
he's
boat
fine.
rides a walk-through attraction for Jesus. Does he steal the? No, Jill, he does not steal the cucumbers. He makes them. Don't be ridiculous. He turned one stolen cucumber into 12.
How about this one? "Pretty sure the Eternal Kingdom is where you go if you fall over the edge at the crocodile section of Kilimanjaro Safari."
Wow.
Cosmically Rewound wrote in, "Does it come with unlimited churros? Because that just might seal the deal." At Kingdom Adventures wrote, "Disney's Eternal Kingdom would make a pretty sweet 5th gate."
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
At Martin Peters 42, "What time is the 3 o'clock parade in heaven?"
You know what they used to... Do you ever hear the joke that people made about Holy Land? So people at the Holy Land experience would go and ask, "What time is the 3 o'clock crucifixion?"
Oh.
That was the show every day. It was legitimately a thing. Go look it up. They would have him parade through the park with the cross.
Oh, I know it was.
Yeah, so that's why people would say, "What time is the 3 o'clock crucifixion?" Because it was the show.
Yeah. A couple more. At Middlebrook Case, "Does Eternal Kingdom still have Fast Pass?" And the last one, "Weird how after I read Everlasting Joy awaits those who enter the Eternal Kingdom, I immediately thought it was another DVC ad."
Heaven is Jesus' best kept secret.
Oh, that's it.
That was something.
That's it.
That was something, man. Then we've lost all the Christians have tuned out now. There they go. Anyway, Is it time to play the feud?
Kind of. I gotta go talk to Jake. So.
Oh, Nick's gonna go talk to Jake.
be
I don't know
right
what's
back.
happening in the meantime. I'm just gonna sit here. I mean, there's music. I don't. Okay, no. Not ready yet. Oh, they've turned on the super chats. Here we go. Okay. Doug Rosenthal, $1.99. Enough Nintendo. Let's move on to the Neo Geo. It's where my father could. I had that. Chloe Rogers, $4.99. Happy 2023. Here's to another year of mystery Corless tools. Oh, man. Sata Vision, Neo Geo Collection is on Nintendo Switch, Doug. It is. Actually is. All 8 games they made. Oh, that is a long super chat. Carlos, $20.23. It's fitting. New Year, same buffoonery, chicanery, and nonsense. Love this show. I'll be doing the Disney College program in the spring and summer of 2023. Hopefully you guys will have some actually good live shows for me to attend. No promises, Carlos. No promises. Bob Chapek wrote, let me know when you ship the marionettes. I hope they are soft and absorbent. I completely out of tissue. Sincerely, the spiciest of Nug Bros. Oh, man. Tyler Abbott, $4.99. I love the Power Glove and this show. It's so bad. The glove or the show? Both? Why not both? Elon Smith wrote, WDWNT is awesome. Thanks for the great shows. They've been okay. All right. I want to know what happened with the Family Feud. They broke it. Alex Martinez, $10. There is one rhythm game on N64, DDR, Japan only. Fun fact, here's a few on the Game Boy Color, too. There's a few on the Game Boy Color, too. There's even a dance pad. Depending on taste, the music is either good or the second coming of Chapek. This show has derailed. Severely derailed. Sam Fritz, $4.99. Happy New Year, Celtics. Take care of the Mavericks with ease. 124.95 is the final. Are you ready, Nick, or I got to keep reading these? Nick is ready. I think we're going to stop with the super chats. If that's all right, Jake. It is. Cool. Let's play the feud.
I don't know where I'm standing, so we're good.
Do we need to bring the teams up?
I was going to call them up.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. You're on, Nick.
Hey, welcome to the Family Feud. How's everybody doing? All right. Yeah, great. Good job. I'm just going to stand in front of this big screen here for now.
That's fine. Just don't block the board when we need to see it.
All right. It is time to bring up our two teams. We're going to bring up Team 1. I'm calling you guys Team 1. Come on. Come up right here. It's a very inventive name for y'all. All right. Let's go down and meet our contestants. All right. Who do we have here? Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Sifi.
I'm Nick.
Nick, how you doing? Tomas, all right. That's Team 1 for you. Let's get the, I think I got to get these things over here. I forgot. I'm probably going to trip over these. What do we got here? Should I just pull these over? All right, good. All right. I guess I got to ask Team 2 not to trip over these. Team 2, come on up here. You can stand over on this side of the screen. All right. And let's go meet who we have for Team 2. Wherever you want to stand.
I'm in the back row.
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in there. Wherever you want to be number 2? All right, perfect. Hey, what's your name?
Amanda.
Amanda, how you doing?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Ryan.
Ryan?
I'm Eddie.
And Eddie. All right. All right, so those are our teams today. It is time to play the Family Feud. We're going to have our first 2 contestants come up here. And that is your buzzer. And that is yours. And just kind of come in here. All right, so let me ask the first question. So we've told our audience. We all ready? Just want to make sure. Tech, we ready? Hold on one second. That's why I asked. I want to make sure everything's ready. Want a fair and square game here.
The right teams have the right buzzers this time?
We tested. She has the 2, right? Yours has a 2 on it?
Yes.
2 on it? And yours has a 1? Look at that. They have the right buzzers, Tom.
People are applauding for us using the right buzzers.
And I've been told they work. We tested them before the show. That's what I was told. So I'm waiting for the all clear from Jake, right? Hold on a second. Do you guys need a rules video? Do you know how to play the Feud?
Jake would like to play the rules video. What he's
You know what? I don't know how to play the Feud, so let's play the rules video.
Welcome to the Family Feud, where two teams face off to show which one knows our fans best. We surveyed our fans, and it's your job to give us their top responses. The game is split up into rounds, and at the start of each round, we'll have a face-off. One person from each team is picked, and we'll ask them the round's question. The first player to buzz in gives us their answer, and we'll reveal it up on the board. If it's not the top answer, the other team gets a chance to answer it too. Whichever team gives us the most popular answer then chooses if they want to play this round themselves or pass it to their opponents in hopes to steal it from them later. Once your team starts playing a question, we'll ask each person on your team for an answer in a round-robin fashion. Get an answer right, we'll reveal it, and add those points to the total for the round. Reveal all the answers to win all the points. But if you give a wrong answer, you get a strike. Get 3 strikes, and the other team has a chance to steal. To steal, the other team gets to confer and come up with one answer that isn't on the board yet. If they're right, they get to bank all the points you earned so far. But if they're wrong, you get to keep all those points for yourself. The first team to earn 300 points wins. Some of the later questions might be worth double or triple points, so stay on your toes. Good luck and have fun playing the Feud.
I was just trying to get to bed a few minutes early by not playing that rules video, that's all. Sorry.
It's already 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I might as well just sleep here at this point.
Julie said no.
Wait, oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm in.
The real Feud is Nick and Julie.
All right, we ready?
Yes.
We're gonna take that as a yes. All right, here is the first question. Name a country that should have a pavilion at Epcot. We tested the buzzers before the show. I didn't say they worked. I swear. Okay.
We were both pushing.
We were both pushing. Is that why?
Brazil.
All right. Let's see Brazil. The number 1 answer. All right. Would you like to play or pass?
Play or pass? Oh, man. Play?
We'll pass.
Oh,
Pass
apparently
it.
my team wants to pass.
All right. We'll pass on to you. All right. So, yeah, you can put that down. We'll do that. All right. So we'll go over to you. Name a country that should have a pavilion in Epcot.
That's easy. Greece.
Greece. Let's see, Greece. Then number 3
There's
answer.
Greece.
All right.
Let's go with Spain.
All right. Do we see Spain?
Spain.
Number 4 answer. We're rolling.
India?
India. Is it on the board? Yes, it is. All right. No strikes left. 2 left to go.
China?
See China.
It's already there.
Too much pressure up here.
And good, because they should have.
Yeah, exactly. Indonesia.
Ooh, good one. Indonesia. Oh, strike 2.
Nick was so a good one.
Let's go with Argentina.
Yes, I like that. Argentina. Is it on the board? Strike 3. All right. The other team gets a chance to steal. You can confer. You have number 2 or 5 answer. Yeah, you got.
We're going to go with Scotland.
Scotland. Yes, that sounds delicious. Is it up there? I always like the Scotland.
No.
It is not. So the points go to team 1. Let us see the 2 answers left on the board. Let's see number 5. Colombia. And number 2. Australia.
I'm proud of the people we surveyed. Those are all real countries.
They are. They are. All right, let's head to round 2. Go. All right, yeah, you're buzzing in now. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
All
Just
right.
like the real game, we leave the buzzers on the floor in between rounds.
I don't know what else, dude. I'm not carrying them around.
Holsters.
All right, here is the next question. Name an attraction you shouldn't go on right after eating. Team 1.
The Avatar Banshee thing. What's that called? Yeah,
Flight of Passage.
Avatar Banshee thing.
All right. Is it Avatar
Is it on
Banshee
there?
thing? It is not. All right, what do you think?
Teacups.
The teacups. Yeah, that's pretty safe bet.
Mad
That's
Tea
on there.
Party,
Number
there it
3 answer.
is.
Do you want to play or pass?
We're going to play.
You're going to play this one. All right, excellent. Yeah, just thank you. I appreciate
Slightly
that.
off the floor, yeah.
All right, what do you think?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, popular one probably. Let's see. Yes, the number 2 answer up there. So you still got number 1 left.
Mission Space.
Mission Space. Is it on the board? It is the number 1 answer. All right, no strikes yet.
Rock and Roller Coaster?
Rock and Roller Coaster makes sense. Is it on the board? It is not. That is strike 1. All right, what else are you thinking?
I was going to say Rock and Roller Coaster.
You were.
and it's
Now
not
you got to
even
come up with
there.
another one. She made it hard on you.
I'm going to get another X for this one.
Are you?
We're going to say the People Mover.
The People Mover. Definitely don't want to go on that after eating. Oof. Let's see. No, well. Yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, for the people down there, not a good thing. All right, you got 2 strikes, so what do you think for this last one?
Alien Swirling Saucers?
Alien swirling saucers. Probably shouldn't go on that anyway, but let's see what we got. Is it on the board? It is not. Strike 3. All right, you can discuss amongst yourselves. Take a few seconds here. If you got anything. Yeah, looks like you got a consensus.
Tower of Terror is our
Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Let's see if that's on the board for the points. It is. The number 4 answer. Excellent job. So those points go to team 1. Let's see what the number 5 answer was. Space Mountain. Yes.
The moral of the story is don't eat and go to space.
All right. Next up, here you go. Oops, see, there we go. And we got your buzzer here. Here you go. All right. The next question is, after the music. I'm too quick for the music. Name a country represented in Small World.
Team.
I know the buzzer said play Team 2. But I'm going to go with team 1.
Denmark?
Is Denmark on the board? It is not.
China.
China, let's see. It is the number 3 answer. Would you like to play or pass this this round?
Play.
Play it?
Play.
All right. All right, name a country represented in It's a Small World.
Japan.
Japan, is it on the board? It is. You got the number 5 answer there, so still for you to play with there.
India?
India. Let's see if that made our board. It did not. That's strike 1. All right.
Mexico?
Mexico. Seems likely, but let's see. It is number 1 answer.
It's where the ride should start.
All right. So only 1 strike on you, so you got some room here.
Germany.
Germany. Did our survey say Germany? It did not. So that is strike 2. No pressure on you here. Lots of countries to choose from, but which one made the board?
Let's try France.
Let's try France. Is it there?
Ooh la la.
You're staying alive. Number 2 answer. All right, number 4 and 6 still left on the board.
Italy?
Italy. Strike 3. All right, we'll come back over to team 1. Have a few seconds to talk. What do you think?
No pressure. You only have every
where you
country
go?
on earth to choose from.
Africa. Yes, very memorable scene. Let's see if it's represented here. It is not. All right.
Africa's a continent, by the way. I want the
That is a
people to know.
continent. Yeah. No, good call on that one.
See the map. If we played the map game more, people would know Africa. Is
The chat said Africa.
Hey.
too, so.
We're not even going to talk about the chat.
Well. All right, so those points go over to team 2, but let's see what else we had here on the board. Number 6 answer was Ireland. And the number 4 answer, the UK. All right, let's reset the board for the next round. Thank you. All right, here is the 4th question. Name a place you're most likely to witness a fight at Walt Disney World. Team 1.
The obvious choice, ferry boat.
The ferry boat. Let's see, it is pretty obvious. Been a few there, but it's only the number 4 answer. So no. You still got a chance to steal this one if you get 1, 2, or 3.
Buzzer, but
You don't need the buzzer. Oh,
no, he told you not to put it down.
I did. I told him not. I thought he was going away. No, he still has a chance. All right, what do you think?
I'm going to mispronounce it, but like Philomar Magic or the one Philomar?
I mean, that's where the fight was, yeah.
Philomar Magic. That's the way I'd pronounce it. Number.
Yeah,
well, we're getting to Fantasyland. Yeah, it's in Fantasyland. Number 1
Fantasyland.
answer. Play or pass?
We're going to pass.
You're going to pass. All right. There's 4 places on the board here. All right. Let's see if you get one. Where would you see a fight?
I'm going to say the line for Rise of Resistance.
The line for Rise of the Resistance. Distraction cue. Love it. Number 3 answer. All right. What do you think?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. The castle.
The castle. No. Not on the board. Strike 1.
For all the discarded shoes.
Kind of generalized. I'm going to say World Showcase.
World Showcase at Epcot. There you go. It is on there. Number 4 answer. Or number 5 answer. Sorry. All right. 2 answers left. Number 2 and number 6. You do have 1 strike.
Any sort of bar at all?
Any sort of bar. Wherever there's alcohol involved. Yes. Let's see. Any bar, lounge. You got no?
That was a good answer.
That was a very good answer. I mean, I guess that's World Showcase, right? All right, 2 strikes against you.
Parking lot.
A parking lot. Yeah, well, let's see. Got parking lot. Is it there? He's thinking. It's close. He's trying to decide. Maybe.
Hit the board. Hit the board.
What do you think? Oh.
So we win?
Well.
One moment,
then.
please. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
You're gonna watch me dance. Jake just doesn't want me to go to bed. That's all this is. The computer's fine. Does the music help us fix the computer? All right, you had till that music stopped to fix the computer. I'm going. You're giving them too much time to think on this one.
We don't even know if parking lot's up there.
We don't.
It could be.
Could be, could not be. Those are the 2 choices, right? It's either there or it's not.
This is just, actually the computer works fine. We're just trying to hold Nick up.
Love you guys too.
You tried blowing into it?
Yeah. Oh, Toodles!
What did
Oh,
Sabrina
my
yell?
goodness. You should always have that on, yes.
You should just be Toodles 24 hours a day.
Oh, boy.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah. Ah.
This is the biggest cliffhanger since Who Shot JR. As if If parking lot is on this board.
I know. It's like, good chance it's there, right? It has to be. Can we look behind? Oh! It's not there? Oh, is that strike 1 or 2? Oh, well. Let's see what's behind here. Oh, sorry.
It's like Operation Don't Touch the Sides.
All right, so should I go back to the team? Was that the third strike? That's what I was asking. All right.
I think it was, yeah.
All right, so do you guys have an answer? All right.
We're going to say at the fireworks.
At the fireworks.
Yeah.
Number 2 answer. All right, team number 2 gets those points. Let's see what was behind number 6. No, there is no Disney Springs. Okay. All right, so we have 1 round left. Jake, I'm going to ask you, is there a way to see what the point total is going into this? Because each won 2 rounds. Oh, team 1 has 131. Oh, 142. This is close. Whoever wins this one is the winner. So let me have my next contestants up. And, all right, this is the final round, final question. Are we ready, Jake? Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Last question. Name one of the biggest Disney news stories of 2022.
The Genie Plus price increase.
Genie Plus price increase. Is it on the board? It is not on the board.
I'm going to go with the ousting of Bob Chapek.
You know what? I have a feeling.
Give me that number 1.
That's on here.
Yes!
Fired. All right, player pass this one.
Okay, they're about to
All right, you're going to pass. All right, we're coming over to team 1. The game's in your hands.
The Tron ride.
The Tron ride. Is that on the board? It is not on the board.
So you're not covering the biggest stuff?
2022, it wasn't open.
The return of the Walt Disney World Railroad?
Railroad, yeah.
The Walt Disney World Railroad. 4 strikes for that one. We did not like it.
Why is that 4 strikes?
Remember, this is what the audience is choosing.
There are 2 strikes.
When the lady dropped her Apple Watch or something on the
The lady dropping the Apple Watch.
Lady dropping the Apple Watch. Is it on there? That keeps you alive.
Absolutely
number
our
2
number
answer.
1 story of the year. Absolutely.
All right, you need 3 in a row here without missing to get this board.
I didn't get anything right so far. Rady Creek.
There you go.
What am I saying?
You're saying it like it's a person.
Yeah. Reedy Creek. All right. Yeah, no, that's how we'll go with Reedy Creek. The Reedy Creek story. Reedy Creek.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. You have 2 more in you.
The Figment popcorn buckets?
That was big. Figment popcorn buckets. Is it on the board?
Maybe.
No, that is strike 3. The game comes down to our answer from team number 2. They've had a while to talk about it. You feel good about this?
We're going to go with bad guest behavior, fights.
Oh.
Yeah, bad guest behavior, fights. Is that on the board? It is not on the board.
Man.
Team 1 is going to win the Family Feud, but let's see those other 2 answers. Number 5, Phantasmic.
Oh, Phantasmic.
Yeah, big story. Number 3, Splash Mountain. There you go. Were those on your radar at all? No, they're really not. Okay.
Splash is a tough one. It wasn't announced, nor did it close in 2022. That's weird.
Yeah. All right, so Team 1 wins the Family Feud tonight. Thank you, everyone, for playing tonight. And we got another discussion. Nick's going to bed. Stay tuned for more news tonight.
As we at Disney try to force you to buy Munchlings, we are retiring our ever-popular Wishables plush. But that doesn't mean we can't have one more amazing series. That's right, the Farewell Collection, the Disney Park Guest Series, will be available soon, including some of our most famous and infamous tourists. There's the Midwest mom screaming at someone, the dad from Denver trying to figure out our app, a 7-year-old kid being snuck in via a stroller, the annoying vlogger, but also look for that very kind, very sweet vlogger variant. And of course, not in a blind bag, because we know so many of you are going to want it, is the woman who grabbed the cucumber on Living with the Lamb. So don't miss the last ever collection of Wishables, because we need you to buy these ugly ass Munchlings.
Pipes, satellites, and netting is now decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos. That same great company, known for rushed work that never hits a deadline, is now fully renovating Orlando area resort hotels. We've taken our years of experience putting too much stuff on the facades of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Star Wars Trading Post, and Avengers Campus, and we somehow transferred that into completely removing the theme and story from where you spend the night. Are beds shaped like pirate ships distracting? How about we just throw up some Little Mermaid decals? That took place in the Caribbean, right? I think it did. Is it Dutch? Shove those original Andy Warhol pictures in the back of the lobby and let's decal some pillars. We can also turn these rooms into supersized value resort accommodations. Incredible! Got a sundries store to turn into a coffee shop? Don't even tell us the theme until we're done designing the space. Then, we'll send a skilled and licensed Flickr photographer to shoot nighttime photos we can hang in the space, which fulfills any theming requirement. Wow! Hire decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos for your next hotel project you don't give a shit about. Decals, catalog furniture, and frame photos! Yeah!
Hey, yeah.
Nick didn't
I
leave
decided
yet.
to stay,
He didn't
Tom.
leave yet.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna be a trooper and stay for the whole show. Yeah.
In the interest of time, we've cut the discussion.
What?
We'll have it next week. We have time next week. So it's an important discussion. We don't want to keep everyone here till 1 a.m. again. We do have a couple more things to handle before we head out tonight. Number one, the moment you've all been waiting for, what you all came for tonight, to find out what's releasing this week on Nintendo Switch. Power Wash Simulator.
So good.
Oh, that might be my favorite one. It might be. Are you familiar with that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played it?
Yeah.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weirdly addictive.
I've watched people play it. I haven't played it myself. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it seems like a fun thing. And then the people that work at Disney World got to live it. There's a Space Mountain one coming.
That's crazy. That was good.
We have super chats. Trevor Andre, $4.99. Can we get a Hatbox Ghost shirt from Carousel Products? We'll have to see. Kyle Davis, $1.99. Phil Collins for life in 2023 because love. I don't get it. What happened? Something happened?
I don't know either.
Phil Collins is all right, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
I don't know.
That seemed like a.
Yeah, I was concerned that something happened to
Yeah.
Phil Collins. I don't know. Samuel wrote, Tom, thoughts on the New Year's Eve fireworks at Disneyland Paris? I mean, they ran their Old Wishes show. It's a good show. Nothing wrong with it. Very enjoyable. Alex Martinez, $4.99. Danny DeVito's Frank from Always Sunny When Someone's Late to Primetime may offer you an egg in this trying time. Oh my God. State Division, $2. The hate for M&M's. The hate for M&M is mutual. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I'm guessing is what he's talking about.
Oh,
I thought he was saying he hates
like,
M&M's.
Tom loves M&M's.
It's like, I don't know about love. The peanut butter M&M's, maybe. Not regular M&M's, I don't know. JC Bobbitt, I hear Nick's Maxi Van is starting a new moving service, but they already have the truck filled with creepy chairs.
Yup.
Step into the magic. Tom, can my mom and I come on the April Japan trip? Sure, everybody. We're taking all the audience. We're all going. Everyone get in the Maxi Jet. Maxi Jet trip to Japan. Here we go, everybody. Patriotism USA. For enjoying the show, keep up the work. Notice he didn't say good.
No.
Keep up the work. That might be the best one ever. Keep up the work.
Keep working.
That's what they said at the Shoe Factory kids in Zootopia. Anyway, let's. Rinky wrote $4.99. Nick just got my stuff from 2017.
Yeah.
A plus. What from 20? Is he serious?
Could be.
Did we just send something very old to someone? I don't know. Anyway, funds for keeping Nick awake. Ashley sent in. There more? That's it? Cool. So before we get out of here for the night, I just want to talk about some things. Obviously, you saw some little bit of different stuff tonight with that. We had that interactive feature. We know a lot of you, many of you at home, voiced concern when we got rid of the phone lines. It had been gone for quite a while. But, obviously, that was a big part of people at home interacting. So having the chat up, the super chats, and now some of the stuff we're going to be doing with that new system you saw tonight. And apparently, as Jake has told me, it's capable of much more. We're going to talk about what else we could do with it. There may be opportunities to play along with games and other stuff. So over the course of the next couple weeks, you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of other new things on the show the next couple weeks. We have some exciting stuff, some stuff that's really going to change the entire pacing, the whole structure of the show is really going to change a lot. So I want to prepare people. I don't want to ruin the surprise just yet, but we're working on a lot of fun things and sort of retooling stuff. And bear with us as we learn it. You know, it's a very complicated show, as you saw tonight, even with Family Feud. You know, things can go haywire, as you know. We are doing a lot of things that are far beyond our means. So bear with us as we try all this new stuff out. I know the production team does a great job, and we'll give them our patience as we work through all this stuff. But there's another super chat. State Division wrote, 2023 is the year of this week on Nintendo Switch. Also, yes, I hate Runaway Railway. There you go. Nick, that's it. Good luck on your race.
Thank you.
Good luck
to everybody
in the audience
out here
as well.
doing the runs. Yeah, a lot of people
you.
doing
So you
it.
get, what, 10K tomorrow?
Yep.
Half on Saturday,
On
full
Saturday,
on Sunday.
full on Sunday. Yeah, those are the fun ones. Those when you just kind of chill and get the photos and have a good time.
The long
out there.
ones are the chill ones.
The long ones are the chill ones.
The ones where you run for hours.
All right, so yes, I know it's a little like, I don't mean to sound weird, but I mean, if you do enough of them, then the 5 and the 10K are like, I just need to get those done so I could do the weekend thing, and that's where all the cool photos are. That's yeah, you're just chill, right? Everybody's just done dope, but you just chill on those last 2 days. You just do photo, do photo.
Sabrina laughing in the back.
Yeah.
Sabrina and I are going to be at the finish line with the croissant donuts at Epcot. Like, yeah, Nick, woo! Good job. And put the mimosa through the middle of the croissant donut and sip, holding the donut. Anyway, everyone in the chat, say good luck.
Thank you.
The toast.
Yes, oh, that'd be
toast
amazing.
And a toast.
You have toast at the finish line.
Anyway, we have a post show for WIGS members. And remember, kids, Nick is dopey. Good night. Good night.